is Doug Walker. You're watching The Crazy House with Crazy McKormik.
What up, y'all? Welcome to the Crazy House. I am Crazy McKormik. I think I sound a little bit better than I did last week, and I didn't know until somebody hit me up after the show and was just like, bro, there's something going on with your fucking audio. Like, what's going on with that? I don't know. I don't hear myself. Like, to me, I sound fine. You know what I'm saying? So, it like, man, like, what's going on in my fucking chat? How is it that somebody in my chat is copying another person who's in my chat, and that person is just a comment person? Like, he's not a social media figure of any sort. He's not fucking doing lives. He's not going into fucking other people's panels. He's not paneling up. And yet this motherfucker apparently is like so important to somebody else that they've got to actually have a clone account made of them. I love my audience. I really do. I love the fans. You know, whether or not you hate me enough to actually try to clone one of my other fans' accounts, you're still a fan because you're sitting here watching me every week. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know that, you know, no matter what you say, you're a fan of mine, and I appreciate that because it gives me ad revenue. So how is everybody's week going along? Mine's actually been doing great. Been killing it in the fucking game. And aside, like before, you know, like I finally got to do a little bit of shopping and stuff, got some basic essentials, and then I came across this stuff, Nutty Buddy cakes at the store. Dude, this is a thing. Like on the real, this is I saw that and I was just like, no, this can't be fucking real. And believe me, they're basically chocolate covered Twinkies with the fucking Nutty Buddy peanut butter filling. Oh my god, they are the diabetes. And it is wonderful to fucking see shit like that because it's a good combination of all the other stuff that goes on in my childhood. Throwbacks and stuff like that. Yeah, like, I've had Nutty Buddy bars, and I love Nutty Buddy bars, but not Nutty Buddy cakes. There's even circular cakes. And I got a package of them in the back, too. Those are awesome. So, I decided, actually, I might as well go ahead and do some minuscule gloating, because you guys know how it is with me and my passion or addiction, whichever one you want to call it, because I've been killing it for the last 3 weeks with doing this shit with my new job and everything. So I decided to go out and treat myself. And the first thing that I ended up seeing was Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection for the PlayStation 3. And I knew I had to have this. I've had this in the past. And it's another one of those games, man. Like 40 Sega Genesis games all in one. Why the fuck not? You know what I'm saying? What up, y'all? I see y'all coming in. Shelly Miguel, Stannis760. And also, I decided to see, I saw this, Zelda Link's Awakening. I had to get that. But when I saw that they had some copies of a newer game, I had to fucking pick that up because fucking reasons. Like, why wouldn't I get this? It's got Bam Margera in it. And if there's anything that we've learned from Sonic the Hedgehog, is that if you want something done, all you have to do is bully the shit out of the fucking producer and harass them until they make the changes. Because that's what we did when they had the human version of Sonic, the human version of Ugly Sonic, and they made Sonic into Sonic. You know what I'm saying? And then the same thing goes for this. We harassed and bullied and trolled the shit out of Activision to get Bam Margera on Tony Hawk 3 and 4, because let's face it, without Bam Margera and there's no reason to have CKY in there, and without those two, it's not fucking Tony Hawk 3 and 4. Like, am I wrong? No. Of course I'm not wrong. In this consideration, I don't think I'm ever wrong. Hey, what up, Sister Hatchet? Long time no see. Haven't seen you around here in a while. Now, yeah, kind of fucked how they shut Bam out. But you know what? I will say this. I've been seeing a lot of stuff from the past and present of Bam Margera. Like there's a couple of not YouTube, not Twitch, TikTok. I've seen a couple of TikTok channels that actually have full episodes of Viva La Bam. So I've watched a couple of them. I know about Bam's history with alcohol ever since Dunn passed away, and I've been seeing a lot of big turnaround when it concerns Bam Margera. If anything, it's just as good as Steve-O as far as I'm concerned. And I'm happy, so happy to see that Bam has finally been able to turn himself around. And I think he's like, 16 months sober now. I don't know what coin you get for that, but I do believe that there might possibly be a fucking coin involved. You know what? I figured I would try this thing with the fucking blankie on the chair and shit, because I saw it and I was like, you know what? That seems like a good idea. But I'm not going to do that, because that is too fucking hot. Although I've been seeing also memes, speaking of Bam Margera, I've been seeing a couple of people that have been posting shit where it's like, life is Bam Margera, and I'm just Don Vito rowing gently down the stream. So it's like one of those if you know kind of jokes and shit. So as a response to that person's video, I ended up saying, life is Bam Margera, and I'm just the shopping cart getting launched into a bush. Like, I threw it way back to fucking regular jackass. Right? And of course the chick ends up giving me a response, oh my god, yes, that. I've also seen some other ones, and I said, okay, hear me out on this one. I'm Bam Margera, and life is Ryan Dunn with a dick-shaped cattle prod. I personally think that one tops the shopping cart one, because why in the hell would Dunn fucking brand Bam Margera with a dick-shaped cattle prod? Or not cattle prod, but branding iron? Because it was funny. Alright, Stannis, you have a good one. But we're going to go ahead and get into the meat and berries of the show. We're going to talk about some shit. And first thing that we're going to be talking about is Lights Out. I got to remind you guys of this. So I saw this last second. We've got a month and some change for Lights Out 7. Lights Out 7 is going to be at, where does it fucking say? The Crowfoot in Flint, Michigan on August 30th. So right after the gathering, after everybody gets fucking back from the gathering. Taking a look at some of the people that are on here. Obviously, you have your members of Monstar Entertainment, Lyte. Lyte's being one of them. Like it looks like we've got quite a few motherfuckers up in this bitch. Oh, dude, and on top, not just the fucking one branding iron. Like Dunn kept slipping, and he made a fucking giant dick farm on Bam's ass. But so, like, taking a look at some of the people that we have up on this bitch: Lyte, Jared Benton, Buckshot, Kung Fu Vampire, Alazul Ilu, MMFFD, the Dayton family, Project Born. Those are the main motherfuckers. But then you also have our Inner Circle, Trilogy, Meat Hammer, and Wicked Wood. This is definitely something that I have the capability of going down to see. So if you pre-order, I don't know exactly where you can go to pre-order. Probably go to monstarent.com, and they might go further in from there. $30 for the pre-show, $35 at the door. It's gonna, like, I'm actually considering the possibility of fucking going, because there's a lot of people on this fucking list that I really like, and I would really like to see. And now that Zool is no longer within the clutches of Magic Ninja Entertainment, I have a better reason to fucking go see Alla Zool Ilu. Because you know what I was saying for the longest time was fuck Twisted, and anybody, and not everybody that's on fucking Magic Ninja Entertainment, but if they're signed to Magic Ninja Entertainment, I just can't fucking do it. Because any and all things that they do or sell is going to go into the pockets of fucking Twisted and George. And fuck those three. And fuck Otis while I'm at it. For absolutely no fucking reason. Fuck Otis. Now, speaking of Zool, I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but yeah, those are pretty cheap tickets too. Like $35 for a fucking show at the Crowfoot. But the other thing too is that the tickets for Camp Zool 5 are now available, and you can go ahead and check that out. Go to campzool.com, and I'm sure that that'll have a fucking link to get the tickets and shit like that. I don't know the fucking dates specifically because this is kind of vague, and also I didn't really have a whole lot of time to be able to go do shit because I had stuff to do today. I had to go get a fucking tire fixed. Driving for a living is sometimes expensive, but it's a hell of a fucking tax write-off. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, go to camzool.com. You'll be able to check out that for dates and ticket prices and shit like that. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to go on there right fucking now because, well, I only have 3 hours to fucking do a show. Let's go on it together. All right, shall we? All right. So here we go, camzool.com. It's going to be September 5th to the 7th at the Cincinnati Fear Fest in Williamsburg, Ohio. Supporting acts as of right now are the Super Famous Fun Time Guys and SON. So here we've got your Happy Camper weekend pass. So I'm guessing that that's the whole fucking shebang. So $159.99 with fees totaling up to $176.49. Why do they have to make that a fucking footnote? Damn motherfucker, stop hitting bitches. I admittedly didn't even listen to Alla because of Chuck repping them so hard years ago and somewhat after the M&E drama. Not a good reason, but maybe I'll check out their music more. To be totally honest, like I'd say that him supporting Alla really, in all honesty, I feel like it might have just been because of the fact that they were on Magic Ninja Entertainment and no other fucking reason. But what do I know? You know, like me personally, like I only didn't listen to Alla, and I will openly admit that. Hell, I will tell them boys myself that the only reason why I did not support them while they were on Magic Ninja had nothing to do with them, but it had to do with the fact that they were signed to Twisted's label. And the day that we found out that Twisted was like, we're not going to the march, but we'll see y'all at Juggalo weekend, that's how I knew that Twisted was only about our fucking money, and that was it. So basically, okay, so yeah, we got the Happy Camper weekend pass, and that is a total, after the fees and all of that, $176.49. Now, keeping in mind, this is going to be an 18 and over age restriction. The doors open at 3 o'clock, show is at 4 o'clock. I guess that's for all 3 fucking days. But then you can also buy the day passes individually for $59.99 each. I guess that's a little bit of a savings on that. Plus, there's also the separate VIP experience. The infamous Alla VIP experience returns. Meet the entire Long Live Evil collective in a horror setting unlike any other. One exclusive 3.0 Forever Face, holographic sticker, keychain, exclusive flag, puke bag, and signed 8x10 flat. And that is also $159.99 total with the fees is $176.49. But then you also have the Forever Face Mask Workshop. So I guess that this is something else that they'll be having like on the side. Reach down and get in touch with your inner Don Post. Paint your very own Economy Forever Face blank alongside Zooligan Supreme Peb X. Okay, that's not too bad, you know. And that's like $50 plus tax and fees and all of that jazz. But that is definitely something that's going on. Now, as you see, it only says Super Famous Fun Time Guys and SON. And part of that might be because they don't have a whole lot of things booked. However, do you want to perform at Camp Zool 5? And this is going out to all you rapper ninjas that are out there. So there was a post that is available on Facebook. I don't really feel like fucking, surfing the web all throughout the entire fucking website. This is my help to y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is my help to y'all, is to let you guys know that Alla did make a Facebook post talking about the possibility of being able to perform at Camp Zool 5. So first off, go on Facebook.com and find this message. It has this picture on it, and this is how it works. You will post in a name of whoever it is that you want to have perform at Camp Zool. And then you will like everybody that you would actually like to see perform at Camp Zool. And according to what they said is that whoever gets the most amount of likes are going to be the ones that are going to that they're going to try to fucking book. Obviously, there's a whole bunch of names in there. I ended up getting a message from Complex Mothra. He asked me to fucking hit him to hook him up with a like. He put himself down. There's been a couple of other ninjas that have also put their names in the hat. I found anybody that I could find at the time that I found this site and liked every single one of them. And there's some pretty high numbers in there. Last I checked, there were quite a few of them that were in the high 30s. So definitely go check that out. Because, well, like, obviously, I don't have the instructions other than that. But that is basically the fucking game. And there is, to anybody that's in the rap game right now that wants to perform at Camp Zool, all right, there's your fucking Wonka ticket to be able to do that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? All right, so one other thing. Now that we get into the next fucking topic of conversation, Darby O'Trill. Now, if you remember last week with the whole Gmo, Alazul, Elu, and fucking Twizzler thing, the one who decided to benefit the most out of it was fucking Chapter 17. Because Ouija ended up posting something about Darby O'Trill's upcoming album, Willow. And so I was on social media, and I came across a short on YouTube from Darby O'Trill. And I thought this was interesting because there wasn't kind of an unanswered question that Darby put up. Now, don't get me wrong, like, Darby's the homie, but I think I'm going to have to answer this question in his fucking stead because he didn't answer the question.
Oh, hey, it's me again. Your favorite swamp water scumbag, Darby O'Trill. And another question that people always seem to ask me is,
hey Darby, why does your music have to be so depressing and violent? Can't you be positive sometimes?
Not when you're depressed and fucking negative all the time. Alright, when you're angry and depressed and violent? No! Have you not been paying attention? Darby is a juggalo amongst juggalos. And in a room full of motherfuckers that are angry and depressed and anxious and violent and nerdy, Darby is a man amongst men, god damn it. By the way, some of his fucking backdrop shit's actually pretty cool. Dude, he's got a fucking Pink Panther plushie hanging up there. And as you can see, like, he's got a beanbag chair, I think, or an inflatable chair that has the exact same fucking blanket that's why I tried to fucking do that shit. I'm like, I can't do this shit, dude. It's too fucking hot. But anyways, here's Darby's answer.
well, can't you quit asking me stupid fucking questions and go stream my brand new song?
The scent of a 3-day-old corpse rotting in a Florida attic.
Or else you're gonna get kicked in the fucking head. There is just so many different fluids.
Dude, he did the fucking ska dance, dude. Did you not notice that? Like, did you not fucking notice that? Like, he literally fucking got up and he's like, dun 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 dun. I'm only doing that because I just got finished watching Deck 1 Delt, and Carver doesn't know what fucking ska is. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Love you, but, dude, listen to Bucko 9, alright? Ska is life, dude. Like, seriously. That hurt my back. I'm 42. Why am I doing shit like that? Shovelman, and he's got a kitty. And that's the fucking thing. Now, that wasn't supposed to happen, but I think I answered the question pretty fucking well for Darby. Now, I don't know if y'all saw this. I'm only posting this, but yeah, you know what? Hold on a second. Yeah, let's see if I can fucking do it again. I've been seeing this chick who's about my age fucking doing that shit. Let's see, she got arrested for shooting down her man. U.S. Marshals caught her outside of Spokane. She said, I do it again, do it again, do it again, yeah, do it again. I've been on a ska kick if you haven't noticed. Let's see, seriously, don't look depressed. I've never danced while I was dope sick and all my bills behind. Well, I've never been dope sick, so I don't know what that's like, so I guess that's something that we might have possibly in common. There's something that I don't know about. That hurt my fucking back even more. Anyways, yeah, I just wanted to post this because this was a fucking one-off that I saw. And it basically what this is, I think it's free tickets to a JCW show in Detroit that you can only get at Rock of Ages. Now this actually for one, all right, this is probably already gone. Okay, so give up hope as of right now, okay? Just like any other depressed person on the planet, just give up hope. Now, this is what it says. Ninjas, your boys at Psychopathic Records just dropped off 100 more free tickets at Rock of Ages to the Showcase Showdown tonight at the Majestic Theater in Detroit. I don't know what date this was dropped, but it was dropped nevertheless. Tonight at the Majestic Theater in Detroit, join Violent J and the most outrageous wrestlers on the planet, JCW, as they battle it out with GCW, the most violent wrestling promotion in the world, because Combat Zone Wrestling is defunct, and XPW is defunct, and ECW is defunct, and fucking Mad Wrestling in Japan is defunct. Anyways, come one, come all. We need the family support in this historic battle of freshness. Watch live and decide who impresses you the most. Also see some of the dopest underground hip-hop in Detroit. If you can't be there, get the Triller app and watch from home live at 8 p.m. Tickets are also available at the door, or meet us out back and we'll probably let you in for free Juggalo style. Now, this type of shit... This is the type of shit that Insane Clown Posse used to do all the time. Back in the day, they would just do one-offs like this. But back in the day when we didn't have social media, when we had to walk 15 miles uphill both ways to get a flyer, okay? In the snow, barefoot, smoking mids. This is the type of shit that Jay and Shaggy would do, where, like, back in the day, for a lot of younger ninjas, okay, who don't understand what a fucking hotline is, Insane Clown Posse used to have the fucking hotline. And it was updated, like, sporadically. Mostly it was Rude Boy that was updating it, but Jay would jump on from time to time, and he would try to do something fresh, right? Does as I'm explaining this, if somebody remembers the fucking hotline number by memory, post it in the fucking chat. Because I know one of the last ones that they had. The area code, I'll start off with it, was 734. Okay? So there is that type of shit. Now, there was a story, if you remember in Behind the Paint, Jay one time changed up the fucking hotline to basically, be like, hey, ninjas, we got boxes of some free shit. And basically had these ninjas fucking go all around Detroit to try to look for this one fucking restaurant where they had to go into the men's bathroom and reach underneath the fucking sink to find an envelope. You open up the envelope and it would say, hey, you just found the first clue. And then it would tell you to go to the second spot, where the second spot was. So then, and it would be on, so like if this Denny's on the southwest side of Detroit, then you got to drive over to the east side of Detroit to go pick something up. And then you got to go to Hamtramck and fucking go to this telephone pole that has a fucking envelope stapled to it. And you'd have to take that, and then it would tell you the final location and time to meet up in Insane Clown Posse and Twisted, and they would give you a box of free shit for you and your whole fucking crew. So it was like a scavenger hunt. And, of course, Juggalos being Juggalos, the first fucking crew that ends up finding the shit took all 3 envelopes, fucking 2 whole crews out of getting some possible free shit. So at the end of it all, when one kid admitted that that's what they did, nobody got free shit. That was the one thing that really sucked. But this is the type of shit that is very applicable to old school Insane Clown Posse, which I find this interesting. I wish that ICP would do stuff like this more often. You know, because like even back in the day, like when they weren't like, I mean, they weren't like big and rich and stuff like that in a sense. When they were doing this type of stuff, I mean, sure, they got $1 million out of fucking Disney, and they got another $1 million out of Island, but all of that money went into building Psychopathic on the fucking back burn. You know what I'm saying? So while ICP was getting royalties for their albums through Island Records, you know, they were putting money all into Psychopathic, and every once in a while they would do shit like this. I mean, like, if you remember in 1999 when Amazing Jekyll Brothers came out, they, like, and also all of the side shows that they had. So, like, in the Terror Wheel and Tunnel of Love, they had a special phone number that you could call, but you had to figure out the clues in order to figure out the phone number, and then you would end up fucking calling the number, and it would tell you the name of the forthcoming Joker's card. So you got to hear in advance the name of the Joker card, which was Riddlebox if you got the phone number for Terror Wheel. And the same thing for Malenko if you found out the phone number for fucking Tunnel of Love. But inside fucking, what was it? Amazing Jekyll Brothers, there was a multiple choice questionnaire that you would have to answer the questions in order to figure out a way on how to get a free copy of Psychopathic Ride is Dumpin'. And I actually figured it out, and for a long time, the phone number, even after I think 2 years, the hotline number was still applicable. And I listened to it, and fucking Jay ends up saying, "Congratulations, you figured out the clues. You figured out the code. And I would be able to give you some shit, but unfortunately too many fucking people were bitching because we only made 5,000 copies, so ain't nobody getting nothing for free. You're going to have to buy it now." You know, or something to that effect. You know, so it was like, of course, you know, Jugs doing Jug things and jugging it up and jugging out the fucking entire contest, and now nobody gets free copies of Dumpin'. You know, but it was like every once in a while, Jay and Shaggy would do stuff like this. And in this case, like, Jay is kind of throwing that back. Even though this show has already been done. Nevertheless, though, it's like, that's the shit. 100 free tickets, and at the bottom of it, it says, you know, tickets are available out the door, or meet us out back, and we'll probably let you in for free. So something tells me that it wasn't necessarily just GCW. That, you know, JCW and GCW had to have done like a kind of a co-op thing in order to do that shit. You know, like that was some Juggalo shit. And this right here is some old school Juggalo shit. Which I applaud Jay for doing that type of shit. And since we're talking about JCW and GCW now, we have to segue into Gathering of the Juggalos content. And the first thing that we're going to talk about is the 2-day war that we're going to be having as Juggalo Championship Wrestling with Game Changer Wrestling. And this right here is the first, the card for the first night. And so we've got some pretty interesting fucking, people up on this bitch. Oh, for real? All right. Well, I don't even know if I'll even be able to fucking do anything, because I don't really want to try to have to throw in anything last minute. I tried to, I'm hoping for, forthcoming episodes and shit, so this might be something that I'll have to do. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Fucking Twisted is coming out with fucking killer coins. So Twisted has their own clout tokens now, and they're trying to fucking sell them off. That's just wonderful. Yeah, I don't care. Anyway, so here's what's going on. They're calling the Gathering of the Gathering of the Juggalos in the JCW Pavilion. So is that the fucking main? Is that the main stage? Is that what we're calling it for that? But this is going to be happening at midnight. Because people, I guess, complain about it happening at midnight, so now it's going to be at 11:45. I guess all the wrestlers have to go to bed early or some shit. At least ICP's coins have a benefit. For real, though. I agree with you on that one, Trailer Park. The tokens are honestly embarrassing. The M&E merch site is a joke. That's why I don't fuck with them. So let's take a look at some of these fucking matches, shall we? We got a 3-way questionable allegiance match between Bam Sullivan, Mecha Wolf, and Shane Mercer. Now, if I remember correctly, I believe Shane Mercer is a JCW guy. I'm not 100% about that because I don't recognize a lot of these names. Let's see. According to this, there is an intergender battle. I'm assuming it's the Rejects and Masha Slamovich versus the Backseat Boys and Big Al. The Backseat, but I'm pretty sure if I'm not mistaken, didn't one of the members of the Backseat Boys fucking get injured recently and isn't he going to be out? So, I mean, I guess it's hard to change the flyer now. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm sure that there's going to be a suitable replacement. So here we go with the JCW side. We have the JCW side. We have Drew Parker versus Mr. 50s in a death match. We also have a 6-man tag team war. On the GCW side, we have Atticus Cogar, Otis Cogar, and Christian Napier versus Cocaine, Stephen Flo, and Mosh Pit Mike. And Mosh Pit Mike, as we know, is the fucking homie, so that's going to be interesting as hell. Now we have a wartime death match going on between Dr. Redacted and Mickey Knuckles, also formerly known as Isabella Smothers. That's how I always will fucking remember. Yep. So yeah, Tommy Grayson is going to have to get fucking replaced. Now this right here is going to be a match that I'm interested in. And that is going to be a Street War grudge match between Too Tough Tony and Joey Janela. Now, as we know, Too Tough Tony is one of our Juggalo favorites in JCW. Joey Janela, who I personally think it would be interesting to see Joey Janela in JCW, as a member of the roster. Because let's face it, when Joey Janela first came into AEW, actually before AEW's first All-In pay-per-view, he was imitating fucking Superhuman. And Superhuman is ours. Okay, so that makes me think that Joey Janela on the low key is a fucking Juggalo, because he is paying attention to that shit. You wonder if Joey Janela will get booed? Probably. I mean, it depends, because it's if you think about it, when it concerns these type of co-op promotions, where it's two promotions facing each other, an invasion, if you will. I And I actually heard somebody on TikTok say something about this, about politics, where it's like it doesn't matter who you talk to, whether it's the GCW guys or the JCW guys or the fans of either one of those promotions, both sides think they're the fucking good guy. So who are they going to throw batteries at? But to be totally honest, I think that this is a good pairing right here. Too Tough Tony and Joey Janela. I'm a fan of both. So I'm expecting a fucking good match, if not a clinic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see a good clinic between these two because I'm a fan of both of them. And then, as the main event for this is going to be the GCW Tag Team Champions, Jordan Oliver and Alec Price, versus our tag team champions at JCW, the Brothers of Funstruction. And that's definitely main event fucking caliber. Yeah, Matt Cardona is the biggest name in GCW and he's not on the card. But I don't know if he's like just not wrestling or I don't know. Has he been involved in the fucking invasion at all? I haven't really been paying much attention to the shows. I really ought to fucking catch up or at least watch the last couple of episodes. But I just never have time to be able to sit down and actually watch these motherfuckers because I'm busy all the time, whether it's doing this show, working, streaming on Twitch. You know, like I have a lot of things on my plate right now as it is. So yeah, I assume because the payday isn't up to snuff. I mean, when you think about it, when you go from being a fucking, bottom of the barrel mid-card, almost jobber in the biggest promotion in the world, the WWE, and you go from that to being an indie sensation, the biggest fucking heel in the business, you know it. Like that dude's getting a fucking payoff. And he's good at what he does. I sensed that fucking talent when he was in WWECW. Word is on the street that Cardona begs AEW and WWE for a job. I mean, to be perfectly honest, we knew him as Zack Ryder in the WWE. And so him going from that to being Matt Cardona and reinventing himself and repackaging himself, if he comes back, is he going to come back as Matt Cardona? Or are they going to fucking convince him to go back to doing the Zack Ryder thing and woo, 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 like the Guido that he is? Cody Rhodes is his best friend, and bro still can't get a job. Must be something deeper. Yeah, I'm assuming that they would just be like, why don't you be fucking Zack Ryder and, go down on Snooki on Netflix. Now here's night 2. Now this is interesting. Night 2, Friday, starts at 12:45 a.m. So basically that's 11:45 p.m. at Violent J time. So some of the things that they have going on here, we have a four-way match, surrender or die fighting, between Priscilla Kelly, Big Al, Hollywood Haley J, and Masha Slamovich. She's already on the fucking card for night 1. She's got a double dip in this bitch? What the fuck? Okay, so then you also have the GCW World Champion, A.X.E, versus Willie Mack, the Chocolate Juggalo. I don't know why, but whatever. Kevin Gill on a pole match. Who's booking that? Fucking Vince Russo? Fuck that shit. Now, let's see. Live rounds being thrown. Oh, shit. Okay, so it's Outbreak with Barnabas the Bizarre versus the Rejects. Is the Rejects one of our guys? Is that our fucking tag team? Now, here's the one where I'm just like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm going to have to go with GCW on this one. Nick Nemeth versus Atticus Cogar. Nick Nemeth, sorry, but, I'm a Ziggy fan. I'm going with Ziggy. So that's Know Your Enemy 2. Know Your Enemy 1 is the Great Sasuke versus Caleb Conley, the current JCW American Champion, with Jeeves. Where, like, why is Jeeves still around, but where's Brian Wellington? Is he fucking not signed? Okay, they just debuted like a month ago? Okay, interesting. Now wow, okay, we haven't seen this in JCW in quite some time. An exploding barbed wire death match, and it is the final battle for the JCW Championship between Matt Tremont and Madman Pondo. Holy fucking shit. Now, hold on a second. I didn't see anybody. I didn't see any Danny Mo. So Danny Mo's not doing a thing. That kind of fucking sucks. Priscilla Kelly, I'm simping. That chick's ass is insane. I mean, dude, we've seen like in this era of professional wrestling, in the women's divisions, we have seen a gaggle of ass. Like the last time I saw an ass that was really fucking good to look at, it was Victoria. And then all of a sudden we've got Priscilla Kelly, Toni Storm, you know, fucking Mommy. And then also, of course, now I didn't mention this, but at the bottom of the flyer, there is the Battleground Ignites with a 20-man battle royal. We've got 10 stars of JCW and 10 stars of GCW. Now, this makes me wonder, with a 20-man battle royal, is that battle royal title that is currently being held by Ricky Morton going to be defended in said battle royal? It doesn't say anything about that, but personally, I think that any time that they have a battle royal, the battle royal champion needs to be in there to defend his title. Like that's why these belts exist. These belts are not supposed to like the actual belts that are in the promotion are supposed to be created in order to be defended. And personally, I like if I'm going to try to watch this depending on what else is going on. I really want to watch JCW. However, if that title is not going to be defended in that fucking battle royal, I am going to be not mad, just disappointed. And speaking of wrestling, those are the cards. I'm hoping for some interesting shit with this. But we've got more wrestling news when it concerns the gathering of the Juggalos, and that is that we are having a ring girl contest. So, just like a lot of other women that I have seen that are being, that have been ring girls in the past, whether it be Daffodil Nikki or Jane Doe, I'm sure that there's been some other chicks that have done the ring girl thing where all you do is you just look pretty, hold up a fucking card. You know, it's a lot prettier than me. Walk around the ring, one full swoop, and then exit the ring. You know, have your asshole swallow your G-string, and you go backstage. That's all you got to do throughout the entirety of the fucking shit. I don't know what the fucking details are for that. Maybe I should look that up, because that sounds important. Because there are some other shit. You want Juggalette to be your ring girl? Sierra. I would rather have Sierra. She's got a fucking donk on her for days. And I personally think that would be a lot better of a situation. A very cheeky situation. If you want to talk about WBN girls, mine would have to be Sierra. All right, so let's go ahead and find this. Okay, there's the cipher. Okay, here's the ring girl. Calling all juggalettes with wrestling fever in their blood, or bitches who like to strut around in their panties. That's me. I'm pro-phasing. JCW has come a long way from the days of Japanese bootlegs and grainy VHS tapes. Strangle fucking mania. The era of lunacy is shaping up to be something legendary, and we're looking for someone who can ignite the spark of sports entertainment. It's like striking a match on concrete. The gathering of the Juggalos Ring Girl Contest is your chance to show us and the Juggalos in attendance that you can inspire hypeness and anticipation with nothing more than a killer personality and a lap around the ring. Any old granny panties wearing grandma can flip numbers like it's a bingo hall, but it takes character to hang in the ring with the JCW greats. And also this year, the GCW greats. Yeah, Daffodil Nikki was a ring girl, and she is in fact dating Jump Steady. Compete in front of the crowd, and you might just win your debut as the in-house ring girl during both Bloody Mania wrestling shows. Okay, so they're booking the 2 nights that I just mentioned both as Bloody Mania, like they're treating it like it's fucking WrestleMania. Interesting. Okay, so the prizes: first and second place get a rare Gathering of the Juggalos amulet, $300 in cash, and get to be a ring girl during both Bloody Mania Gathering of the Juggalos wrestling shows. Those wishing to compete should show up at least 30 minutes before the contest begins wearing their own ring girl outfit, whether it be a swimsuit, lingerie, dress, sports bra, and hot pants, etc. So, to the bitches out there that are watching this, do the damn thing. So that might be something of interest if that's something that you want to watch. I mean, as a wrestling fan, I like the old school idea of having a ring girl. I would much rather watch that than the Miss Juggalette pageant. Poor Clockwork E, damn boys. Yeah, dude, like, I heard, I just recently heard about that shit. I know nothing about that. So, like, what the fuck ever. Don't care. Besides, isn't she also the chick that was, like, saying the N-word to Keezy in DMs? I'm pretty sure that that's the same chick. So, what do I care what she was trying to do to fucking Clockwork E? It sure as hell fucking worked out well for her in this case, didn't it? If anything, they kind of just failed upwards, and now they're best friends with the Super Fun Time famous guys. Yeah, the super famous Fun Time guys. So, Alright, next up we got and this I called for it, the wet t-shirt contest. Boom. Ass and titties. And they're covered in Faygo. Ass, titties, titties, ass, and titties. Alright, so let's see if we can find that one. And this is exactly what it says on the Gathering of the Juggalos website. This gathering of legends is gearing up to be lit, and we're turning up the high beams, if you know what we mean. Yeah, we know. But, like, take a look at the girls that are on this picture. Like, first, second, and third place, they all should have worn... all together, that's just one giant pair of titties. Okay? All 3 girls together, that's just one pair of titties, if you squish them all together. Let's see. Feast your eyes on this timeless treat to beat the summertime heat, the wet t-shirt contest. This jump-off of Juggalette jiggle physics is 1 part celebration, 2 parts titillation, and all parts juggification. I like the 2 parts titillation part. If you're a would-be contestant confident you can crush it with your killer endowments, take a look at the picture and fucking tell me where the endowments are. It's not where the t-shirt is. You know, like, we're looking for something here. I don't know. Don't get me wrong, though. I love fucking titties of all shapes and sizes. I like it. I don't mind it if one titty's bigger than the other. I don't care if one titty's looking right at you and the other one's looking at the fire extinguisher against the wall. Okay? Just titties. Like, titties. Check. Okay, there we go. I don't know why this headset fucking shut itself off. I mean, A cups are fine. A cups, B cups, C cups, D cups, it doesn't matter to me. As long as they're fucking, like, personally, I'm a guy who likes, like, I don't like I don't like, let's see, when it concerns titties, alright, let's just get on the topic of fucking titties, okay? Here's what I like about fucking titties, okay? Droopy titties are not my thing. Personally, I like them when they're a little bit small and a little bit perky, just a handful and not too much of a fucking big deal. Okay, and I've got some pretty sizable hands, so I would go with maybe, let's see, a 36C is probably my favorite. Okay, but I can deal with A cups, I can deal with B cups. Okay? And that's my tit talk. Back to what I was fucking reading before we got it. Okay, so if you're a would-be contestant, confident you can crush it with your killer endowments, take to the stage and let the Juggalos put it to a vote. Now this, like I said, is something that I would much rather watch rather than the fucking Miss Juggalette pageant, 100%, especially 200% after seeing it for the first time last year, and I was not impressed. Okay? A lot of the stuff that was going on in the Miss Juggalette pageant could have been reserved for this. Now, as insane and crazy as that stupid bitch Rachel Paul is, at least she was able to figure out a way on how to elevate some fucking decorum to the Miss Juggalette pageant, which is something that I'm not even saying this as an old ass man. I'm just saying this as a person who has, I don't know, boundaries. You know, like I've grown into a man that just is accepting the fact that less is more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to see all the fucking skin in order to be titillated by the titillations. I am a man who can see a woman and undress them with my eyes. Personally, I prefer to be that creep behind the fucking bush, up that hill, jerking off to a chick that's actually fully clothed. Now, let's see. Yeah, trust me, I've fucked them all. You know, like I've been with skinny bitches, I've been with fat bitches. I've been with them all. You know, short, stubbled, fat, crippled, bald, or tall. I be fucking. But personally, like I have a preference, and I've decided that fat chicks ain't it, for the most part. Like, there are some chicks that are actually fucking big girls that are fine, but for the most part, I'm sorry, but I've learned how to fucking maintain some fucking personal boundaries. I've also learned that there is no problem with having a particular taste. Just because I'm a juggalo doesn't mean that I have to fuck Missy from Big Money Hustlers. Now, the prizes for the wet t-shirt contest are as follows. The rare Gathering of the Juggalos amulet and $500 in cash. That's for first place. Second place gets a rare Gathering of the Juggalette amulet. Gathering of the Juggalettes. Gathering of the Juggalos amulet and $200 gift certificate. And third place gets that and $100. Those who are wishing to compete should show up at least 15 minutes before the contest begins. A private dressing area will be provided. So, if that's the case, if you're a dude, and let's just be honest here, okay? I don't want to see man titties. All right, the thing about returning to normalcy has begun, and so the way I see it, motherfucker, if you've got the titties, definitely fucking get up there and strut your shit. If you don't have the titties and you have a dick, call your mom. It's just the way it is now, alright? God damn it. Now, since we see Clownvis on here, Clownvis is going to be hosting that, I'm pretty sure. You know, he hosted it last year, and he also hosted the Miss Juggalette pageant. But he's also going to be doing the Clownvis Killer Comedy Hour, and it's hosted by Uncle Juff. I'm a fan of Uncle Juff, and Uncle Juff is actually pretty fucking cool. The pendulum has swung the anti-Rachel Paulification of Juggalette culture. Now, dude, after she and Jumpsteady fucking broke up, bro, like, that's when the fucking shit went south with the Miss Juggalette pageant. Like, before they were dating, it was all horrific. And then it was fine when they were dating. She actually took her feminazism and put it to good use, I would say. And then she left and bring on the sluts. And every fucking prepubescent boy and 20-something college-aged motherfucker in our community with hard dicks and no brains and no morals basically pontificated amongst themselves in the middle of that fucking crowd. It's just, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Now, anyways, this doesn't have anything on here, and I don't see any time for it or whatever the fuck. But the Clownvis Killer Comedy Hour with Ali Musa, Ro the Realist, Clownvis, and it's hosted by Uncle Jeff. So we're going to have to take a look at what's going on with this and see if I can find it. Shaggy's movie thing. Nope. Late night parties. That's probably going to be where it is. Let's see if I can find it. Nothing. Let's see. Okay, let's go to comedians. Alright, let's go to this. Okay. Oh, you thought we were done with the yucks? Think again, Ninja. Okay, so they acknowledge that this Clownvis boy was posted right after the thing with the other thing. Think again, Ninja. Our homie with the big hair and the striking jumpsuit, the legendary Clownvis, is setting up shop to the epic tent to serve up comedy gold like sequins on the king's fit. He's not alone either. Bringing that LA swagger to the stage is Ro the Realist, and he's joined by Austin's own stand-up savant Ali Musa. All hosted by Uncle Jeff, who might not be quite legendary, but people say nice things about him, and one thing is for certain, he is definitely a Jeff. I don't care. I love Uncle Jeff. Uncle Jeff is such a nice dude, and it really fucking shows. He's really, as far as I'm concerned, he's earned his stripes in our community. You know what I'm saying? It's an hour of hilarity as offbeat as a local rapper with Fruity Loops and a half-baked gimmick. So, Juggalo rappers. So get ready to roll out of your seat with laughter at the gathering of legends. Yeah, Sean's the shit. Way to throw out his fucking slave name there, Trailer Park. Good job. So, now, like, I'm... Oh, and by the way, I might as well also throw in this. So, last week, I talked about how the Night of Comedy is coming out, right? And I ended up fucking talking about this shit, and I'm like, I don't know anybody on this fucking flyer except for Zach Amico. Like, Big J. Okerson sounded like a familiar name, and then a couple of days after my fucking show last week, I get a message from one of my other YouTube homies, and he's just like, motherfucker, you don't know about the Legion of Skanks? I was like, no. Am I? Am I supposed to know about... Dude, they've been on Joe Rogan a lot, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that explains why I don't know about the Legion of Skanks, because I don't listen to Joe Rogan. I'm one of very few people in this fucking planet that does not listen to Joe Rogan. Well, they were also on Kill Tony. I also don't watch Kill Tony. Like, dude, have you not noticed that all I do is I just fucking talk shit about Juggalo stuff and play video games? Bruh. This is welcome to my life, okay? Jug shit and video games. And usually Pornhub before I go to bed. But that's neither here nor there. Speaking of Pornhub, another one of those things, I mean, not technically Pornhub, but kind of sort of OnlyFans, Lardy Land After Dark, and I only say that because Lardy B actually has an OnlyFans. Don't ask me how I know, I just know. But anyways, yeah, Lardy Land After Dark is the official after party on Thursday, August 14th from 12 to 4, hosted by 23 Cups, sounds by Johnny Rip. That's enough for me as it is. I am down as fuck, because if you already know about Lardy B and her stage presence and all that other shit, glow sticks, motherfucker, glow sticks and fucking all the fun. And I'm down as fuck for that. Like, I want Lardy Land to be like fucking Tomorrowland with less fucking fire. Okay? Like, way less fucking fire. And I'm, like, honestly, I am assuming that that's exactly what it's going to be. So let's see if I can look this flavor up as well. So we've got the late night parties. If you don't know about Tomorrowland is an EDM festival. I think it was like in Belgium this year, and the stage caught on fucking fire. I didn't even know about it, and I'm making jokes about how I think it's lit as I thought it was lit as fuck, because like I was listening to the music's fucking dope. I really like the fucking music that they were playing at Tomorrowland, but I didn't know that it was caught on fire. So when I was telling a friend of mine about me listening to Tomorrowland shit, and I was like, dude, it was lit as fuck, and she goes, that's a good way of putting it, I guess. I was like, what do you mean? Are we talking about the same thing? Yeah, Tomorrowland. She's like, Tomorrowland caught on fire. It did? Like, what the fuck? Catch me throwing a whole White Castle Crave case and a pickle pizza at Lardy B. Dude, you remember the first year at Super Gathering? Some ninja threw a whole ass fucking cake. Yeah, as a Michigander, I do definitely know about Electric Forest. I've actually had to drop people off at Electric Forest when I was doing Uber back in the day. It was always a fun fucking experience. And I've seen pictures of fucking Electric Forest as well. Okay, so here is what is in the description for Lardy Land After Dark. When the moon rises over the gathering of the Juggalos, Lardy Land After Dark ignites like a sugar rust fever dream dipped in glitter, sweat, and total unhinged chaos. This is a neon-drenched, bubble-blasted wonderland for wicked and wild. Welcome to your midnight playground. I'm in. I'm in. Okay? I am in like all the fucking Flynns. Okay? Absolutely. All about this. Immediately. It is exactly what I pictured it was going to be. Okay, so the air is thick with black lights, glow paint, and the hard-hitting pulse of DJ Johnny Rip. I'm in. I'm absolutely in. I want this shit. Okay? Which is probably weird for you to hear me say that, because, like, I'm a Juggalo, so I listen to hardcore shit. Alright? I grew up a fucking metalhead. I did the scackling on this fucking show. I did the scockling on this fucking show. And here I am like, I can't wait to listen to some fucking EDM! Yes, I'm a fucking musical fan, dude. I'm an eclectic listener. So yes, I want to hear all the wubs in the breeze. I also want to hear the fucking beat drop. Like, literally, I was listening to fucking Tomorrowland, and I thought of the ooh ee ah cat. All right? And then another thing, too, I was like, if I was a DJ, I would be the biggest fucking trolling DJ doing EDM. Like, could you imagine that, where you'd hear that fucking, you'd hear that fucking setup for the beat drop, be like, and then you hear an audiobook. Like, it would be fucking hilarious. I never knew that you were an EDM fan. There's a lot of things that people really don't know about me, but you can't wait to have your whole butthole vibrated. You're goddamn right, because if it doesn't happen, then it's not fucking EDM. And sorry, not sorry, but it sounds like you're absolutely jealous, okay? They put that fucking bass in there to make fucking clitoris piercings go. That's the whole point, okay? Then the chicks get horny and they want to fuck a lot. Like, and if that doesn't work, the ecstasy will. Like, this is what I want. Like, I'm a non-ecstasy taking guy who likes to see ecstasy and glow sticks. And on top of that, it's Lardy B, so god damn it, there better be fucking bubbles. I want to see fucking, like, dude, seriously, like, take the fucking bubble mix and mix in the glow stick shit and blow fucking glow stick bubbles. It'll be awesome. So, like, I don't care if I'm the only motherfucker there. I am down for, which is not going to happen because there's going to be a lot of fucking bitches there because bitches love EDM as well. But I love the sound of that shit. Just the way that EDM has fucking changed in music over the years. Because, like, I was actually driving around earlier today and I'm listening to fucking dance music from the fucking 90s. Whether it be Hadaway's What Is Love or Another Night, Another Dream Will Always You or Mr. Vain. You know, I was listening to that shit. I mean, I've been listening to that shit on the low, obviously. Like, on the low key, I've been listening to that shit for 30 fucking years. So I'm definitely down for that type of shit. Let's see, do you remember Club Electricity or Tiki Bob's over there in Pontiac? They also have the Necto Goth Gay Club. Don't know about that. How do you know about that? How do you know about that and I don't know about that? Damn right, Ace of Base. I mean, you guys can try to make fun of me about it all you like. I don't give a fuck. That type of shit was dope as hell and you know it. And if you don't, go touch grass. Guiding the madness with the pure magnetic energy is your host, 23 Cups, making sure the vibe stays loud, lit, and legendary until dawn. But it stops at 4 in the morning. And of course, the one and only Lardy B, the Cotton Candy Queen, will be front and center all night long. If you've ever dreamed of partying with Lardy's twisted version of Candyland, this is your golden and glow-in-the-dark ticket. So grab your crew, slather on that neon paint, and triple up on the glow sticks. Yes, because you know I'm team throw shit. I love throwing shit. And get ready to dance till you're soaked in sweat and stardust. Dirt and glitter on the floor like fucking TikTok on the block. Yeah, down for that shit. I don't give a fuck. Okay, because once the black lights flicker on, Lardy Land comes alive. Yes, I can't fucking wait. Not to mention I'm a fan of Lardy. You know? Whether it's her music or her stage performance or something like that, or just her aura is fucking good. Whoa, amber is the color of your energy. Yeah, Lardy too thick for me. I can't do nothing with all of that. I'll take head. Like, seriously, like, I've seen her in person and I've seen her on stage and shit like that. She is a big girl. She is... I don't think I could fuck her, but I'd get a blowjob. I wouldn't mind that. Hi. Hi, Lardy. What's good, girl? Sorry, not sorry, but facts are facts. Now, one last thing, and then we got to get on to some dumb fuckery. Okay. Actually, I want to talk about that first before I talk about the other thing. Now, the last thing that we got to talk about is the fact that they have one new announcement. Yes, I did sing a 311 song. It's called Amber. It's an awesome song. 311's awesome. I don't care. Even though fucking grindcore band Anal Cunt says 311 sucks, I like 311. Anyways, so let's go to this one. Bone Thugs and Harmony has been announced to be a part of the Gathering of the Juggalos. I miss Uncle Charles. So, like, this is fucking dope. I think I called this a couple of times. I think a lot of us have actually called this shit. That Bone Thugs and Harmony was going to be up on this bitch. Who didn't see this coming? When you talk about Juggalo legends and Bone Thugs and Harmony isn't on the fucking list, you know it's going to fucking happen. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. So, Anal Cunt getting referenced as gas. Well, yeah, dude. Fucking, I love Anal Cunt. Anal Cunt's hilarious as well. My favorite song is Ha ha, your wife left you. And then my wife left me and I didn't listen to that song for a while, so instead I listened to the song You've Got Cancer. And then I introduced a song to my fucking roommate Vinny one time. It was off of the at the time, newest album that Anal Cunt came out with, and it was like Beating Up N-Words Who Sell Fake Crack was literally the name of the song. Yes, I remember the Lords of Acid. Only one thing about it, though. Let's get high and have fun. That's the only thing I remember about the Lords of Acid. And I might actually be wrong, and that's not actually the Lords of Acid. The Lords of Acid. I got an office job for the Souls sexually harassing women. Yes. I fucking love A.C for that shit. Anyway, Juggalos, when you hear that bone, 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 bone reference, y'all know what time it is. Let the lighters light and the smoke fill the air as the family welcomes you to the gathering of the Juggalos gathering of legend stage, Bone Thugs in Harmony. You can't have a conversation about the history of hip-hop and G-Funk without bringing Bone Thugs into the discussion. Which, by the way, I actually assumed correctly. The fact that Tally Demon was in fact inspired by Bone Thugs in Harmony, which made fucking sense. It made absolute fucking sense that it is, because they're both from fucking Ohio. And you listen to her and you listen to Bone Thugs and you're like, okay, you can see the comparison. As you can tell, I am a Tally Demon mark. Which, by the way, I heard some positive things coming out possibly in the future. Yeah. Like, Tally Demon is that ish. I don't give a fuck if anybody says something negative about it. If you say anything negative about fucking Tally Demon, fuck you. Just straight up. The platinum selling but never sold out collective have influenced generations of artists with their defining blend of lyricism and melody. They've shared the road with Insane Clown Posse and blessed many a gathering stage. Now to celebrate 25 years of gathering freshness, let's bring out our legendary homies to mark the occasions. Let's fucking go, ninjas. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gathering this year. Yeah, yeah, that isn't that weird? Flesh and Bone fucking gets out of jail and now Busy's missing. Yeah, but here's the thing though about that, Anthony. I actually stayed far the fuck away from listening to Tally Demon and a lot of other fucking underground artists that were like in the Juggalo scene, because I just looked at them as typical Juggalo rappers, right? Which I guess is a fucking blessing in disguise, because if I actually did listen to Tally Demon at the time and listening to the music that she fucking played, the beats that she used, the samples that she used, and that her fucking engineer made the beats with and all that other shit, I would have stalked her. Legit, I probably would have been a stalker. Because if you listen to the fucking songs, listen to the fucking references in the lyrics, listen to the samples, look at the title, look at the track titles, okay? Lots of fucking video game references. And on top of that, I might as well just stay on the topic of Tally Demon for a second. I mean, it's comparable because it's fucking Bone Thugs on the screen. But I was listening to an interview that LB Sickening did with Tally Demon a couple of years ago. And I laughed my ass off when he asked her the question, who are you recently listening to? And she said Nobuo Uematsu. And it cuts to his fucking expression, and he looked confused as hell. Me, on the other hand, I'm like, oh, no fucking way. She listens to Nobuo Uematsu? If you don't know who Nobuo Uematsu is, that is the guy who has composed more fucking music for Final Fantasy games than any other person. Nobuo Uematsu has done almost everything for Final Fantasy games. Like, I know from 1 to 7 at the very least. So you listen to the music that's coming from a Final Fantasy game, that's Nobuo Uematsu. And that is who she was listening to at the time. She said that it was her favorite composer, which I have to say the same thing. There was at one point I listened to the entire fucking soundtrack for Final Fantasy VII Remake 2 or 3 times in a fucking row. Let's see. So she got pregnant and disappeared, pretty much is the story with her. Right. But like, according to what she said, there was absolutely no fucking regrets. But nevertheless, like, you could listen to her style and you could actually tell that she was obviously influenced by Bone Thugs. She was also influenced by a lot of Sega games and Final Fantasy. As a matter of fact, when she's like, I think after she came out with Astrologically Incorrect, she tried to do like a video game guild thing, and she called it the Shining Final Fantasy Force, which is a combination of 2 fucking games that I absolutely fucking love. You can tell, like, just the way that I'm fucking big upping this shit, because she's a Final Fantasy geek, she's a fucking Shining Force geek, she likes a Nobuo Uematsu, she has a fucking Bone Thugs thing. She has a fucking song where she compares herself to General Celeste from Final Fantasy VII, or Final Fantasy VI. In her last album, Inspire Greatness, she had a fucking song that was called Dark Soul, which is the main villain of the Shining Force thing. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Why did I not listen to this woman 15 years ago? Why? What the fuck? What was I doing? Oh yeah, not stalking Tally Demon. That's what I was doing. Because if I did actually listen to that shit, I would have probably been stalking Tally Demon. And getting sexually harassed by Psychopathic Records would probably be the least of her worries. So... Anyways... That's some dumb shit. And that's something that you're definitely going to have to fucking... Which, by the way, I do have to say this too, since I spoke on Tally Demon. Fucking shit. Illegal, I don't know if you've gotten in touch with her in the last couple of years, but she did say that she wanted to talk to you and say hi. And there was like some other fucking... people that and that was like in that interview. So like if you haven't talked to her, look her up. I know she's on Facebook for sure. See, I believe that was the good old Cave and Rock days. Like I think she did she said that her first gathering was in 2002, and then she performed at I think it was like the fucking the mic shit in 2004, and then she won it in 2005. I was never really a Tally Demon fan, but respected what she was doing back in the day. Like, honestly, I like back in the day, just looking at it statistically, the 2 biggest broads in the fucking game back in the day were her and Illegal. Those 2 girls were the fucking biggest names back then. Like, females and shit like that. And if anything, I think that there needs to be a comeback to show all these other fucking females in the game how it's fucking done. You don't have to be a goddamn slut in order to make it big in the music industry. And those 2 were prime examples of what the fuck I'm saying. And then there's Razakel, but fuck Razakel. Like 800%. 800%. Fuck Razakel. Yes, I'm very sure that I didn't stalk her. Because I didn't even know who Tally Demon fucking was at the time that she was out. I didn't even know that she was signed to Psychopathic for a fucking hot plate minute. You goddamn right Razakel's catching strays on my fucking show, because fuck Razakel. Anyways, since we're on the since we got to go on to the next topic, this is some stupid shit that I fucking saw on Facebook. So if you don't know the context behind this, yeah, but I'm not talking about Gangsta Boo. Like, Gangsta Boo was in 3 6 Mafia. Like, she wasn't technically underground. Like, Tally Demon, Illegal, like, that was some underground shit. Like, at that point, 3 6 Mafia had a fucking name. And Gangsta Boo was up in that shit. If now there are no women who rap like that before. Exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm big upping your wife. And Tally Demon. Now, so for the context behind this fucking footage, in case you don't know, Ouija has this new girl that he's been fucking throwing all over fucking social media. And here we go. Been with her 1 month. Is this crazy or not? Now, what this is he's tattooing her name on his fucking forehead. Now, granted, no comment on this tattoo. His body, oh yeah, his body, his choice, right? Right, Trailer Park? Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, his body, his choice. But he's going to have to be the one, like, I ended up telling him, like, I was like, look, if like, I wouldn't do that. Like, I have not got a single tattoo on my fucking body. And statistically speaking, just about anybody that I've known that has gotten a significant other's name, whether it be their husband or wife or baby mama or baby father or whatever the fuck, or just somebody that they've just been dating, whether it be a full-on relationship or a situationship or whatever the fuck, you put your fucking name, girl, you know, you put your significant other's name on your body, that's kind of a kiss of death for that fucking relationship, bruh. And so, like, is it crazy? I mean, I think given the name, I would know I would probably be the connoisseur of crazy. No, it's fucking stupid! Personally, I think it's fucking stupid for him to do something like that. Like, why would you do that? What the fuck drugs are you on to actually think that this is a good idea, Ouija? I don't understand that, right? And like, somebody ended up saying, well, you know, you could always just get it covered up if something bad happens. I was like, no, what you do is you keep the motherfucker on and then you sell your Tesla and get Alexis. Because her name is fucking Alexis. I have my body full of tattoos. See, he knows what's up. Aleo knows what's up. Sorry, I didn't mean to fucking give out your fucking government name, bro. But still, like, I'm just looking at this shit and I'm just like, this is dumb. Why? Why would you do this? To put content on my fucking channel? Because that's what I cover, is a lot of stupid shit. And this is stupid shit, Ouija. This is a bad idea. This is a very bad idea. It's a bad idea, son. Don't do this. Why would you do it? I can't tell him don't do this already because he's already fucking done it. But I understand it's his choice, but it's a bad fucking choice. Like, oh my god. So, like, if something bad happens, you know, in the relationship, if something bad happens, then he's the one who has to fucking look at it every day until he gets it covered. And if he gets it covered, I'm kind of hoping it's a fucking dick. Kind of like Steve-O did. Like, tattoo a dick over your fucking eyebrow. Now, I don't know. Maybe he did. I don't know. But this is kind of to me, I just kind of looked at that shit and I was just like, you're fucking stupid. Why would you do this? Like, dude, it's fucking terrible. But I don't know what's worse, that or the fact that Twisted came out with a fucking music video for an album that came out 25 fucking years ago. Yeah, literally Twisted fucking came out with a music video for I Wanna Be Batman. Now that's also dumb as fuck. And literally, what you're seeing right here is it. Like, him in his fucking bat suit in this standalone frame, and it fucking, every once in a while, the TV screen flickers between him being in his bat suit and him being in his fucking Jamie Madrox suit. I believe all these new Twisted videos were on the COVID NetFest special being repurposed. From what I've seen, like, I don't know why. Why would you want to, like, is this part of the deal that Twisted ended up saying, well, if we remained on Psychopathic, then we can't do the things that we want to do in order to remain being Twisted or something like that? You know, like, there's an allotment of fucking music videos that we wanted to make back in the day, but Psychopathic told us no. And this is one of them. I ended up fucking Twizzler gay son or C17 thought daughter. 2 bullets. Because one of my sons is a Twizzler and the other one's a thought. We make respectable members of my family by all means necessary. But yes, I will admit, I actually watched this and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And then my favorite part is the fact that you hear the phrase, flash the batarang, watch the bitch, you know what, hide. And I'm listening to it and they reversed the N-word. And I'm like, what happened to your fucking black card there, Jamie? You know, the one that you had from 1997 until 2002? What happened to that? Why are you fucking backtracking? Like, this is the prime example of what the fuck I was talking about when they're like, we're going to recreate fucking Freak Show. All right? Yeah. You're just going to fucking reverse all the N-words, or are you just going to rewrite everything? No, sorry, flash the batarang, watch the bitch nigga hide. Don't hide from it. Okay, you had your black card in 2000. You had your black card in 1998 in Most Tasteless. Okay, so you can still fucking say it, Jamie. All right? Remember how you ended up saying, and all you not in fucking bags? All you non-smoking niggas, get the fuck outside. Yeah. I think they only made Blaze look black and say the N-word so they could sell more albums at Harmony House. No, like, the whole thing was like he was supposed to be like a fucking 80s gangster, and apparently all of them fucking wore pantyhose over their heads. He just sounds like a black dude. Maybe that's where maybe that's where the confusion is, because, like, even though Jamie and Paul have been friends with Blaze for God knows how long, this entire time they just thought he was black. And so since he was saying it all the time, they could say it all the time. I don't know. But I watched that and I was like, I was anticipating that they were not going to delete the fucking lyric, and they fucking flipped it. They flipped this shit. Exactly, Alan. Pepperidge Farm remembers when Jamie used to say the word ninja. I said that last week, Alan. As a reformed young wigger, I am not proud of belting out twisted lyrics. Dude, I am like, honestly, I listen to hip-hop, and the way I look at it is that if they didn't want anybody to fucking say it that was of a completely different milky complexion, then they wouldn't fucking say it, because we like black shit. Okay, white people like black stuff. We like black music. Okay, we're always down with the jivey shit. And so, of course, eventually we were going to adopt hip-hop. I mean, fucking Danny Kaye did. So, like, when I do karaoke, I am not editing myself. I am not censoring myself. Even if I'm in a room where there's a bunch of black people, I am going to say the N-word if it's in the fucking song. What are they going to do? Shoot me? No. Honestly, because I've obtained enough respect in those establishments to be able to do so. I think my dad was black Irish, so maybe that counts. But we got to get into this shit because I think that this is kind of funny. So, if you remember last week, I was talking about some shit, like just at random. Kyle Driver came in and he ended up saying something about fucking Rudy, the rude boy. And he ended up fucking saying that apparently the rude boy is bitching about the fact that he was not invited to the gathering of the Juggalos. And I was like, fuck it, just sneak in. Right? Within a few days, this pops up from fucking Tre Pounds on Facebook. So I'm like, okay, what the fuck's going on with this? So, replying to what Rudy said when he was at Henry Ford Hospital, gathering of legends with no rude boy, no DJ Carlito, things that make you go, and then he highlighted everybody that's following him. Okay, so basically that's just like a look at me kind of thing. And this is what Tre Pound, who by the way is Shaggy's fucking younger brother, is Shaggy's little brother, fucking says this. Fuck Rude Boy and Carlito, aka Karl the Dickhead. Disrespectful, alcoholic losers. They would rather see Shaggy drink himself to death like they do every day than be with a wife who takes good care of him and his family and helps keep him sober. There's no doubt in my mind that Shaggy would be dead without Renee Utzler. I agree with that, actually. I no longer have Facebook because of people that tagged 100 people in their posts. Yeah, usually people are like at highlight or at followers and shit like that. That's basically just to get everybody's fucking attention. If Pick Me Energy was a fucking ampersand. Now, here's where it got sick. And they got the nerve to call her a bitch. Then they're surprised when they're not welcome around anymore. And Carlito wants to fight me about it and sucker punched me in the head. Now, if there's anybody that knows about getting sucker punched in the head, I know somebody who knows what it's like to get sucker punched in the head. That's why he got his ass beat. Show respect or kick rocks, losers. Now, this was fucking shocking when I saw that, because it's like Rudy is doing stuff for, isn't he doing shit with big time wrestling, and Tre Pounds is in that camp because they're all involved with Rock's TV. As far as the last I checked, Rock's TV is doing stuff with Rudy at Big Time Wrestling, and they're also helping with booking shit for Tre Pound. But then it got a little bit further. Like, it got deeper. Then in that same post, like, Tre Pounds is just spamming fucking comments. I honestly didn't see the part about the post where he says he's in the hospital. I kind of feel bad now. I loved the shit out of them for years, and I treated Carlito like a nephew and Rudy like an uncle. But after Carlito punched me in the head, that changed everything. I still want to beat his ass again, but it sounds like karma is already beating the fuck out of him. Yeah. Now, as I said last week, I stopped following Rudy mainly because I just got tired of all of his fucking libtard bullshit and him, in Jesus' name, amen, out of context and out of nowhere. But but we've also always known, if you've been down with the clown for a long time, you've known that Rudy has got a series of fucking alcohol issues. And he's never fucking changed. Let's see. But Tre Pounds continues, and he's like, I'm probably in the wrong for going public with this, but I just don't like him fishing for sympathy like that. Hence the @highlight. Like, kick rocks already. You made your fucking pigsty, now go shit in it. And then he fucking goes further. Sounds like Rudy might be running out of time to apologize to Renee. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you're talking about them fucking fishing for sympathy, but and being fucking alcoholics and shit. But this reminds me of that wine drunk rant that Sugar Slam did about Becky on fucking Twitter a few years ago, and then she fucking deleted all the shit, and then she closed her fucking Twitter account, and she's been gone ever since. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's reminding me of. Yeah, so sounds like Rude Boy might be running out of time to apologize to Renee. Don't think he wants to anyway. Don't think she would accept the apology. Honestly, he's lucky Joey's fucking old ass is injured as he is, because I know he definitely would have beat the fucking brakes off of Rudy for that type of disrespect back in the day when he was able-bodied. But then Tre starts questioning himself about how he's fucking handling this shit, and he's like, am I the asshole here? I feel like that's one of the biggest problems in the world. Nobody stops to ask if they're being the asshole and take accountability. When I am, I certainly backpedal and apologize. I don't understand what's so hard about it. It could make such a huge positive impact in the world of people if people could just apologize and take accountability and see both sides of the story. Have empathy, step outside of themselves. I'm like, okay, like, so now you're questioning as to whether or not you're fucking, I don't know what he's trying to say here. Like, is he trying to tell Rudy that all of this could be fucking taken care of if both him and Carlito were just able to hold themselves accountable for their actions? About fucking calling Renee a bitch and all the other shit that fucking happened, Or fucking Carlito punching Tre Pound in the back of the fucking head? Or is he talking about, like, or is he just accepting the fact that he might possibly be a fucking asshole? You know what I'm saying? And he's trying to take accountability for his actions. Like, I'm confused with this. Let's see if there's more. There is a huge window for redemption and apologies. Instead, Carlito punched me in the head when I was trying to walk away from his disrespect. I pray this hospital visit will be a wake-up call for him. Last time, he drank a case the same day he got home, is what I heard. So, like, yeah, and then A.X.E ends up saying, damn, now the motherfucking Rude Boy's starting a record label. Like, he's just going to quit all of it and he's going to start Rude Time Records all over again. But it's like, people need to learn words will burn bridges quicker than any action will. Now, since then, Rudy deleted the fucking message that he ended up posting on here, and Tre Pound also fucking removed his message on here as well. So, Rudy, I'm guessing Rudy is probably going to be like, what do you want me to say? I was fucking drunk. But then Tre Pound ended up posting this like the next day. So despite everything terrible, but true, I said about Rude Boy and Carlito earlier, prayers up for Rudy. The real Rudy Hill. Fuck the Rude Boy, the ultra ego that is killing him, or alter ego. So it's basically like, but that's what Rudy has always been. Rudy has always been the Rude Boy. Like, He wants everybody to call him the Rude Boy. When he was in wrestling, instead of taking a fucking alternate gimmick, his gimmick was, you guessed it, fucking the Rude Boy. So it's like he's always been the Rude Boy. Maybe there is no fucking split between Rudy Hill and the Rude Boy as a gimmick. Maybe the Rude Boy is Rudy Hill or vice versa. But he's always been the Rude Boy. I wouldn't wish death on anybody regardless of the disrespect towards me and my family, praying that this will be the actual wake-up call he needs this time. So I don't know if this is going to mean that him and Rudy are on no longer speaking terms, or what the fuck, or what's going on with DJ Carlito, but, Shaggy just fucking said something last week about the drinking problems of being blackout drunk thanks to Gmo Ski, and talking about his ordeal being a retired alcoholic. But it's like, okay, Shaggy can't fucking be around that shit. And we discussed this last week where it's like, okay, somebody speculated maybe this is the reason why him and Jay aren't always doing things together unless it's the aspect of the business. Like, Shaggy's doing the Shaggy Show, Jay's doing JCW, and you know, Shaggy's just being a chill family man now with Renee and his younger kids and shit like that. But then you got the rude boy who basically kind of just raised Carlito as a fucking alcoholic, and now Carlito is also an alcoholic. So you got the rude boy and Carlito that are both fucking drinking like fishes, see? And no matter what, it just seems like he has yet to hit fucking rock bottom. And of course, you know, Carlito fucking gets drunk, angry at fucking Tre Pound after I'm assuming what happened was Tre Pound decided to fucking back up Renee because of the disrespect that Carlito was given. And as he was walking away from the disrespect, Carlito sucker punched him, and then he turned around and beat the shit out of fucking DJ Carlito. Now the funny thing to me is, like, I was actually thinking about all of this, and I was also trying to see if, like, I was on Rude Boy's Facebook page, and I ended up taking a look to see if I could find a snapshot of the actual thing, and I didn't find that, but I did find this that probably might explain another reason why Rude Boy is not invited to the fucking Gathering of Legends, and it comes from his own fucking mouth. At Highlights, friends and family, do me a favor. Do not invite me and Carlito out to any of your events, fundraisers, benefits, anything. We always support your shit, and you can't even show up at any of our events? Fuck that. Don't ask us anymore. And if this message hits you, I'm sure it's about you. Well, I'll definitely tell you this. It has nothing to do with me, because it's not like me and Rudy Hill have a fucking friendship. But I know that he does with Joseph Bruce and Joey Utzler, and they're kind of busy, I don't know, running Psychopathic records. So, I don't know how often they fucking do get the downtime to watch any of Rudy's big-time wrestling shows, especially Jay, since Jay is currently fucking booking shit for Juggalo Championship Wrestling. And Rudy is doing a different fucking promotion in Detroit. Basically, the promotion that used to be run by the original Sheik. Okay, so maybe that hit Joe and Joey a little bit hard when you said don't invite me and Carlito out to any of your events. Okay? Now, your best friend Joseph Bruce has an event called the Gathering of the fucking Juggalos. And then you want to bitch about the fact that you're not invited to the Gathering of Legends. I don't think I have to explain anything else from further on. So if anything, maybe it's your own goddamn fault for not being invited to the Gathering of Legends, and you're just not seeing it the way that you're supposed to be seeing it. Instead, you're just seeing it like, but I'm the rude boy. I'm invested in Juggalo culture. 'Cause I'm the rude boy. I'm Violent J's best friend. He wouldn't even be with Sarah without my fucking cosign. I'm the rude boy. You said don't invite me to any fucking events if you can't come to mine. I mean, that like, sorry, but like moral support doesn't fucking count? Or maybe this is all just drunken nonsense. You know, because if there's anything that we've heard multiple times from different people in this fucking community is, I didn't know what I was doing, I was fucking drunk. Heard that from Gmo. Heard that from some fucking fat booker who hasn't booked a show in 4 years. You know, about his fucking things. But yeah, Rudy, don't invite me to shit. But why aren't I invited to the Gathering of the Juggalos? Fuck out of here. And then your fucking son punches Shaggy's little brother in the back of the head over some shit that you fucking said mistakenly. Yes, they do Cruise in the Barrio. Like, make it make sense, rude boy. I don't expect him to fucking reply to this, though, because in comparison, you know, who the fuck am I? That's the fucking news. That's all the fucking news. That's all the fucking drama. I don't like seeing the family beef like this. I mean, like, dude, we've already seen mom and dad fight. We've seen mom and stepdad fight. Now we've got to watch, you know, dad and uncle fucking fight. Where my Red Bull at? Now let's be honest here, Trailer Park. Hold on. I'm going to open up the fucking scene of honesty. Let's be honest here, Trailer Park. We already started off this shit as a dysfunctional family as it is. Our family has always been and always will be dysfunctional as fuck. And the reason being, too many of us have fucking mother wounds and daddy wounds. And some of us have both. A lot of us have a lot of mother and daddy issues. And that's the truth. So, yeah. Yeah. Dude, that was a terrible fucking match. I was like, dude, can't you at least fucking punch Rudy one time? Like, just phone in the fucking... Like, they phoned in that fight. Especially Jay, like his only fucking source of hope was to have Shaggy tag DJ Clay in for the fucking two people to come in and beat the shit out of each other and then leave the match so that way Rudy could get a goddamn breather. I mean, shit, I was actually thinking about that shit. It was just like, Rudy's got a fucking history of alcoholism. Like, you clearly saw that shit in JCW Volume 1. Even when he's doing commentary for his own fucking match, and he was just like, well, I was bleeding like I was because I was a little too fucking drunk for that match. And why the fuck are you chewing Wrigley Spearmint gum in this match? It's not a Wrigley Spearmint gum match. It's a fucking hardcore match against Abdullah the fucking Butcher. Alright, so now that we've got that, we're going to close that out. Let's watch some fucking videos, shall we? I ended up... Yeah, it's still on that. I don't have like a blocker or anything like that. So, we ended up fucking covering everybody that's going to be on the fucking... what is it? The fucking... detonation stage. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at who's going to be up on the let's see, what is it? The daytime performers. The daytime performers for the iconic stage. Quite a few of these that are just like, I don't know who the fuck they are. So the first one we're going to take a look at is Actus Reus. The song is called Low Class, featuring Michael Guevara of Enox. It's been a while since I missed doing these videos last week because we had a lot of Gmo shit to fucking cover. But nevertheless, here we go. Let's watch some stop and go fucking music videos while I make fun of it. I mean, if it sucks, then I'm going to make fun of it. I'm going to turn that down. Okay, so far this sounds pretty fucking dope. Oh shit, they're doing drugs. Okay, look, I don't understand a fucking word he's saying, but the music sounds tight, so... Okay. 4 stars. Like, right off the rip, it's gonna be 4 stars right off the jump. And so I'm not going to I can't hate on that. So, just based off of the sound of this band alone, I'm down for it. Okay? Now, if they give me a bleh, then I'm definitely fucking going to listen to it. I might show up. This is going to be on the list. Yes! Killer! Killer, motherfucker! Like, trying to get that reservation at Dolce's now, you stupid, stupid bastard! Ah! That's what happened right there. He dragged this bitch into the Gathering Woods, like, 4 out of how many Meltzers? I mean, isn't he up to 6 stars now? Look at this. Terrible trip. Chop her up. Chop her up. Now feed her to a fucking singing plant. Try to see if you can catch as many fucking references to movies as you can. Yes. Oh yeah, this is definitely metalcore as fuck. Visualization is a little bit different than realization, Silver Stasher, so yes. You know, because acting. Oh shit, he's got a fucking sword! Dude! Oh damn, he got killed with his own fucking sword! He ran into that. Oh shit, he's getting choked to death. Dude, this sounds so fucking raw. What is this? Dude, this fucking reminds me so much of, like, a lot of the early metalcore and shit like that, which, once again, it's another thing that I'm a fan of. But, like, dude, like, the sound of this is just dope. Sword fight plus 1.25 stars. Yes, Michael. Bone finally announced, like we all knew. We all knew it was coming. And hopefully before the gathering of the Juggalos, I'll be able to reach up to the main stage and we'll be able to watch videos there because they got thuggish, ruggish Bone up on that bitch. What the fuck? I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that at all. And he went deeper than I did. And a little bit cleaner, too. But does it gent? It's genting. It's genting! Dude! Oh, I'm sure that Darby junt is coming. Holy crap! Dude! Yes! Just yes. Okay. This is during the daytime. I'm down. I'm fucking down for that. You better not be fucking up my shit, dude. Because there's already people on third stage that I've said that I was going to go fucking see. So they better not... Like, I can't wait for the timeline to fucking come. So this better not impede on some of the other shit that I want to watch. I just hope all the musical acts don't get all political this year. Dude, we're like Stasher, we're slowly weaving ourselves back into the age of normalcy. Part 2. Dude, I'm digging that shit. Like, I don't know where on the Meltzer scale that is, but that's definitely high up there. Like that I fucking dig that. I dig that shit. All right, so we got another one that we got to watch. Let's see, what the fuck name is it? Let's see. Al Mal, a.k.a. A Dot Wake. That's the name of the guy that they're showing on this. And the song that they put up on here is the song called Gilgamesh. Doesn't say it's officially a music... Oh, yep, official music video. Now we know. All right, here we go. Gilgamesh. What? Holy shit, he's got a sword too. Okay, get the lead singer of the last band that we just watched and this guy in a fucking sword fight. Things need to happen. Impress me. When it was over, him and his girl, they said I'm the man. And that's not just cause I'm Caucasian. Cause when I rap, it's just doper. There's no debating. But I'm so over hating, focused on growth and patience. I won't sell my soul. I know what the going rate is. My name is No Greatness. When I don't own them, take it. Beating me's not happening like growing raisins. Meaner than Oakland Raiders. And didn't we see some of this fucking graffiti art in previous videos? Magic Ninja propaganda. There needs to be a Juggalo Dave Meltzer who rates music in the scene. No shit. Dude, Tom Wood. Tom Wood is our Dave Meltzer, but better looking, I think. Oh shit, another sword. Yeah, I said that. 50 open faces, they dance, yeah, know the pains, and I know the dangers of not just what the fuck? Knowledge is older sage from Solomon's open pages. So my flow is razors, sharp and exposes fakers. Rhymes stay stuck on stunning like broken phases. Call me the boss like I owe you. Are you trying to be funny? Yeah, he does kind of sound like a white DMX. I kill lyrically, spill spiritually charged rhymes. I build spiritually ill, hearing these bars fly. Out my mouthpiece, spout heat and char mics. It's how I found me, found peace and God's vibes. Like, a lot of the stuff that I'm seeing, he has kind of a fucking nerdy, dorky aesthetic. And he likes the Philadelphia Eagles. So I don't know what to say about this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the dude's got a fucking sword, the nerdy black glasses, and then on top of that, like, did you see his shorts too? Like, he's wearing fucking Dragon Ball Z Goku, you know, like the fucking Goku shorts. We need more sword flexing in music videos. I agree to that. And less firearms. Like, it's more gangster to get fucking stabbed in the heart with a bastard sword than it is to get shot in a drive-by. But I do like I like the sound of his voice. But this is kind of dorky. 3 to 2, 4 plus 1 from me to you is 5 to 0. Anti-hero, no problems, my solution. Am I clear, yo? I'm right here, bro. What are you...
Let my fear go. Subtracted that from the quotient. It's total math, even when you don't condone it. I don't divide, I multiply with status quo is woke.
What is he talking about?
I'm gonna rule and stay ill to death. Yeah, like Gilgamesh in the flesh. I'm gonna rule and stay ill to death.
Okay, I need to fucking double check something. So I have to fucking pause this just to get it off of my brain. Yeah, that's what I thought, dude. Gilgamesh, the reoccurring character in the Final Fantasy series. That's exactly what I was fucking thinking about. Just based off of the name alone, I'm like, I've heard that name Gilgamesh. So, like, is he comparing himself to Gilgamesh? Is that why he's got the fucking sword? He's got the Excalibur. Okay, that if you know your Final Fantasy, if you know your Final Fantasy history, the Excalibur looks exactly like Excalibur, except it is the weakest fucking sword in the game. Like, on the real though, like, he's basically referring himself as Gilgamesh, and he's waving a fucking sword around that is like so fucking weak it wouldn't even split the wings of a fly. I blame Rudy. For real though, Bizarre. Like, Bizarre is on point with that. He's Temu crazy. Like, he looks like me, except he's got fucking, like, tattoos and no sleeves. What up, Cali Green Too Fresh? In the production of that video, they spent $20 to buy the sword. For real though. And it was at a fucking Sleeping Tiger Imports.
Yeah, that's right. Like Gilgamesh in the flesh, baby.
Oh god.
I'll rule and stay ill to death. And now the saga continues.
Hashtag blame Rudy.
Yeah, the saga continues.
Dude,
Right now.
what's Saga? This is the first time I've ever seen you with Excalibur. Like, what is this? Oh, yeah. Dude, Elf Twin Films. Dude, did he be like, I watched The Crazy House and now I might possibly be able to fucking make a rap career out of this? Like, everything about this dude is fucking me. Just with rapping. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the music video. Like, I like the sound of his voice. That's about it. But I have no idea what he was getting at, or even why would you fucking reference Gilgamesh? At least when I was talking about Tally Demon before, she mentioned, like, she had songs about General Celeste, who was a main character in Final Fantasy VI, and not Gilgamesh, who was like the dumbest fucking character in Final Fantasy V. And she had a song about Darksoul, which is like the biggest fucking most demonic brother in the universe in Shining Force. Like, she made songs about some dope fucking characters. You made a song about the dumbest fucking playoff in that series. The music video is fun to watch if you're fucking making fun of it. Elf Twins, Piccolo's voice, nerd. You can get that sword off the shelf of any truck stop gas station along with junk pocket knives. I'm not a fan. Yeah. Is there any way that Melter could take back stars? Like, yeah, we'll give him 1.25 stars for the fucking sword, but the fucking music video and the song in and of itself, just take that fucking 1.25 stars back. Like, the video and the song itself is like negative 1.25 stars. So it's no stars for that. I'm not a fan. I didn't like it. Especially with the first one, Actus Reus. That guy had a fucking sword, but it was badass as fuck. It's like, yeah, maybe it's just me having a specific taste about, like, what type of music I can't understand that is still fucking enjoyable. Because like I said, you know, like I didn't understand a fucking thing they were saying in A.X.E Reviews, but it sounded dope. This song, I had no clue what he was fucking talking about except calling himself Gilgamesh, I guess. And I was just like, eh. Maybe it's the beat. I don't know. But we got to get to the next one, which is Bodies Below Sea Level. The song is called Loser. Awesome. Also the official music videos. When the street lights go on, you already know. Yeah, that guy has to get back home in 30 minutes before his mom whoops his ass with a chancla. Anyways, let's watch this Bodies Below Sea Level. It sounds garage bandy, but I don't know. I haven't heard this yet. Here we go. Okay, never mind. Creepy masks and cigarettes. Creepy laughter. Thoughts for bots. Okay. What the fuck is this? Got a metrosexual version of Needle Nose from Slipknot gyrating in the middle of an abandoned warehouse. Kazoo. These might be Michiganders. Wes, I do not. It's still on the list. Okay, dude. Gimp mask. The snozberries taste like snozberries. And the guy has a look on his face. I don't think he likes snozberries. Masked men doing the stanky leg. I don't think they're trying. Yeah, there is some sexual tension between him and that wall.
I want to play a game.
Oh shit.
I am sitting pretty in the woods, counting all the critters and the shirts. I am sitting with my eyes closed, a mind full of evil no one knows.
Okay, so basically this sounds like the rock version of Maneskin. I want to be your slave, I want to be your lover. Okay. Yeah, this music video is too easy to make fun of, but that sounded cool.
Don't forgive me, Father, 'cause everything I've done has been against you, and I don't give a fuck about none.
Alright. They're turning me around here. Oh shit. Dude, was I not right about that I want to play a game thing? Like, they just made this into a fucking episode of Saw. Like, with this music video, it's fucking Saw. Oh, yeah. Dude, did he just salad fingers that fucking steel beam? Hold on, wait for it. I like rusty spoons. The feel of rust on my salad fingers is orgasmic. Dude, you need a tetanus shot now. Congratulations. You know, this song would probably be a lot better if like the first half of this song wasn't the intro. Yeah, this reminds me of Japanese Visual Kai, where it's more about the music video than the actual song. It tastes like soot and poo. Dude, I wouldn't even compare Mushroom Head to this. Like Mushroom Head has, and Slipknot, both of them have fucking boundaries.
Without apology, the ghost in the broken technology.
Like, okay, so basically the priest fucking cut his hand off because he had to cut his hand off to escape. And that was it.
That's a fucking orange cap shot.
No. That dude, like, okay. So at first it was whack, and then they kind of fucking drew me in once they started coming in with lyrics. And dude, this isn't even Temu Jeffrey Nothing. This is Alibaba Jeffrey Nothing. But they kind of did draw me in a little bit once the music actually started kicking in and everything. The music video just sucked. That was whack as hell. Jumpstudy co-signing that. Who knows? Like, hopefully the next fucking thing is better. Bond Breaker. Which, if you saw the picture that I showed when we first started going through some of these fucking names, the chick, I think it's a chick at least. I might be wrong. We're about ready to find out. Because their song is called Progress and Change. And that's all that it says. But Bond Breaker basically is a 4-piece. And it looks like possibly the lead singer is a chick wearing fucking, with red dreads, wearing blackface and a skin suit. So we're going to have to check this out. I'm curious to see about this. I've been curious about this for a while. Oh shit, it's... Dude! Okay. A total fucking change-up. They pray with... Like, if you're taking a look at the visualization, it's like, they pray with snakes, and they poison my mind. But, okay, so it's basically... This has that fucking... Okay, Guido. Is this punk? Yeah, this is already 10 times better. This has that fucking... This definitely has, like, a punk feel to it. Very akin, like, it feels kind of akin to, I don't want to say Motorhead, but yeah, it is kind of a hardcore punk, which, that's awesome. Yeah, New York hard. Okay, so yeah, hardcore logo, kind of. No, not even hardcore logo. I've listened to hardcore logo. That's not hardcore logo, but it's definitely hardcore punk. So I had to ask Guido, because Guido is the fucking real punk rock Guido. He knows more about, like, him and Sid Jones know more about punk than I do. I'm just a nerd who listens to ska, But, like, I don't know much about punk, except it has something to do with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, but, Okay, yeah, Agnostic Front I've heard of. Bid with a chick, not so much. But this sounds fucking dope. Okay. And I like the visualization. It doesn't even have to be a fucking music video. It's just a bunch of fucking the government's responsible kind of videos. Now this is gonna get some fucking Seiken Umo level mosh pits, bro. What up, what up? Have some fun. I like this. Dude, this sounds fucking awesome. I like this. Like, and then all of a sudden it just turns into fucking what would be a good comparison? Like, yeah, you can skank to this, yes. Right? But it needs more trumpet. You know? Like, I'll be the nerd in the mosh pit skanking to this, and then fucking I'll just get punched in the back of the head by Illegal's wife or husband. My bad. Fucking, I'll just get punched in the head by Illegal's husband because he's too busy moshing. What was that for? Because, yeah, this is definitely fucking angry mosh pit shit right here. Yeah. I'll get punched in the back of the head like my name was DJ Carlito. But I really like this change up, though, because of the, like, it starts off with that hardcore punk shit, and then the chorus comes in, and it just slows the fuck down. And her vocals completely change as well. And I fucking love this shit. I know you're going to be in the pit, bro. Like, I am not physically fit enough to be in the same pit as you, bro. I am smushy. 4.5 stars. Now, if there's a sword involved, then that might make it go up. Let's hope for that fucking sword. I saw snakes, but not a sword. You know, it's funny because fucking Silver Stasher ended up saying, I hope that we don't have anything too political this year. Punk, if anything, is very political. Yeah, I haven't been in a pit in fucking 15 years. Dude, that fucking distortion is kicking my ass. Yeah, I'm curious to see what is up with Squid Pisser. I know I won't be able to watch all of these music videos, but we're definitely going to take a look at this. And realize this bullshit. Dude. Oh! Oh my God! Clowny, and I can't emphasize this enough, Kevin. Fucking daggers. For real though, Guido, this is definitely Clowny daggers like a motherfucker. And then if you take a look at the band, Bond Breakers fucking photo, like band photo, the chick is fucking like wearing a full bodysuit and looks filthy as fuck. It's gonna be awesome. I hope she dresses up exactly like that on the stage. Dude, like, so far, the iconic stage is kicking ass. Dude, if it's you and Sagan, if Sagan comes back to the States for the gathering and it's you two in that fucking pit, I'm not even going to be the wall. I'm just going to be like, I'll be over there. I don't think she's a black chick. I don't think so. But like, dude, this is like this whole fucking song is. And did you listen to that fucking line? Progress and change for a dime. I hope Sagan's there just for the sake of being there. Sagan is awesome. Dude, this sounds awesome. Like, everything about this is fantastic. Like, if you... Like, I know enough about punk to know that this is fucking awesome. Oh, Solo. Oh yeah, she is a black chick. I mean, not that it matters, but it's fucking... Nevertheless, though, this is fantastic. This is definitely on that the government's responsible. Dude, like, this, visually speaking, like, this music video is fucking awesome. And then like, I was not expecting this sound to come out of this band at all. Like, I was not expecting this at all. I was expecting more metal. So, fucking having it just come out and it's fucking hardcore punk. Like, I want to see some skaters, alright? I want to see skaters fucking come out and do this shit. Like, there better be a fucking half pipe. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they used the NWO WCW thing? I didn't see that. Oh, yeah, the fucking transition style. Yeah, that I want to see somebody fucking... There better be, like, a fucking half pipe. And rab. Oh my god, that was fantastic. Like, okay, yeah, definitely, it's definitely high up there on the fucking Meltzer scale. But I didn't see a sword. That's gonna be an ongoing joke. Bring on the sword! Alright, the next one we got is Donnie Menace with a song called Body Shop. And apparently it was important enough for them to fucking say who directed it. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Directed by James Joyce the Squatch, and it was produced by Jay Reno. So Jay Reno's definitely a throwback name. Donnie Menace. Honestly, like, I don't really listen to a whole lot of underground shit, so I feel like I've heard the name, but I don't know anything about the music. Here we go. We're going to find out now. Crackhead, half off. Okay.
From the outside it looks like a store, which normally you be right, but tonight you're slightly wrong. You might find a corpse, but that isn't all it is. I also offer this service where you can do whatever you want with it.
What the fuck are these signs?
I'm dead ass. Anything, even shove your head up in its dead ass. Talk to it, pick it up and walk with
That's kind of funny.
it. Tongue off and lick the tape and balls with it. The way this works, you find the one that's right for you. Then you pick your options to rent it inside a private room. Now you can do this hourly or have it for a whole night. If you want more than one, I'll hook it up at bulk price.
Oh, damn. Yeah, okay, this is definitely Juggalo shit. I recognize that LSP shit.
I see your gold mine. I promise this will be the most fun you've had in your whole life. You're feeling alone and need somebody to come holler at me. I have somebody. Yeah, they might be dead, but it's a person in the room, and I think I might have a perfect person just for you. Now, where's the good bodies at? Bodies right here. And do you like dead bodies? Hell yeah. If you're looking for the perfect place for
Shit, yeah.
this body shop is the place to be. The inventory is crazy. I got all types of cadavers. Don't worry about where I got them because life doesn't matter. Some are black and some are white.
Yeah, Juan. I changed it up.
Murdered and others were dying of cancer. You can even trust
Oh, he's copying your Phantom mask.
porn star and make sex with it. It's all sorts of bodies from everywhere. Sacramento down
Yeah,
to
dude, like,
They've been up in the
yeah, you can tell this dude's got some stage presence.
washed them up extra fresh and we embalmed
I feel like I've seen that dude before.
And the stench is fucking horrid. But if shit's your fetish, then just warn us. Before doing it, 2 girls, 1 cup reenaction with a corn.
I just heard 2 girls, 1 cup. Oh my god. Like, that's fucking fantastic. And I like these little signs that he's got. Like, one body bag says cuck and the other one says let's see, dead ass dumb bitch. Like, this is kind of funny shit, man. It's... Oh, okay. What up, Carlos? Ah, okay.
We washed them up extra fresh and we embalmed them. The dead shit themselves, and the stench is fucking horrible. But if shit's your fetish, then just
Okay, so yeah, this dude's definitely on that Juggalo tip.
action with our corpses. We got ones that are limitless for new options. They're perfect for practicing wrestling moves on them. Power bomb, jackhammer, elbow drop them. Stop fronting, nigga.
Okay.
Body shop and go shopping.
Wrestling references.
Somebody, come holla at me. I have somebody, yeah, they might be dead, but it's a
Zitro's half brother.
think I might have a perfect person just for you. Now, where's the good bodies at? Bodies right here. And do you like dead bodies? Hell yeah. If you're looking for the perfect place for creeps, then Menace's Body Shop is the place to be.
Okay. All right, so it does have yeah, that's awesome though that he's dropping wrestling references. I like that. The room where the magic happens, and that's where they've been putting the fucking dead bodies and shit. Now we have like some little interlude in the music video, I guess. At least it's not like, okay, the chorus is the interlude, like some other fucking music video that we watched the last time.
Look, your past time. It's been like 8 hours. It smelled like old ham and open ass next to an air conditioner. Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
What you doing? Yo, get this motherfucker out of here.
Now, one body, two bodies,
What
three
the
bodies,
fuck?
four bodies. That enough bodies? We need more bodies. Now, 5 bodies, 6 bodies, 7 bodies, 8 bodies. That enough bodies? We gotta leave the whole place. Now, 1 body, 2 bodies, 3 bodies, 4 bodies. That enough bodies? We need more bodies. Now, 5 bodies, 6 bodies, 7 bodies, 8 bodies. That enough bodies? We gotta
Oh, beat his ass.
feeling alone and need somebody to come holla at me. I have somebody, yeah, they might be dead, but it's a person in the room, and I think I might have a perfect person just for you. Now, where's the good bodies at?
This, like, the dude's flow on this shit is pretty fucking dope. I dig it. Okay, I know that reference. Chainsaws and boomsticks. Yeah, oh, okay. So, homie's on that LSP tip. That makes sense. Because, like, Scum has a good ear for fucking music. Like, the beat on that, like, everything, like, I would say that, yeah, that's fire. Like, that's pretty fucking dope. Did Swills Edition interview this dude or review him? I'm not sure. I've been tapped out from Swills Edition for a minute. Like, I've just been focusing on my own shit. So if they did, they did. I definitely like that. Like the way that flow took, the beat was pretty fucking dope. The music video was funny. The like the chorus did get a little bit repetitive with that 1 body, 2 body, 3 body, 4 body kind of thing. Let's see, dude has a lot of wrestling references in his music, which, like, as a wrestling fan, I fucking dig that shit. But yeah, like, I don't know, that's iffy for me. Like, if the rest of that set is able to attract my attention, I might be down. But like some of the other stuff that I've seen so far tonight with the iconic stage, whether it's Actus Reus, Progress, you know, like, and the last one, Bondbreaker, like, so far those have been fucking the best. And it's not even fucking rap, you know. But it's like, okay, Juggalos are very, very fucking open-minded with their fucking music. I like his flow. But is it going to be enough for me to want to fucking stay to watch the rest of his fucking set? Because there's some other stuff that might be going on. Who knows? So it really depends on what else is going on at that time. I need a little more jug pandering. All right, so let's see. Next one is FOTY Oz. And I'm pretty sure that's an acronym for something. Mind your acronyms, fam. With a song called Rot, once again, official music video. Here we go. Monkey.
A grim reminder to those unfortunate enough to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I'm down to die today.
I was like,
as I ride away.
Okay, like that opening, I saw that coming a mile away. And I didn't even understand what the fuck he said.
A grim reminder to those unfortunate enough to be.
I'm sure you're going to be so busy at 3 p.m. in the hot sun at the gathering. Yeah, either hanging out with homies or possibly taking a shit. You never know.
In the wrong place at the wrong time.
I'm down to die today, dying dead as I ride away. I'm riding right here in this place where I stay. I guess I already called on my grave. Permission to ride away. Permission to ride away. Please, oh please let me ride away. Please, oh please let me ride away. I'm down to die today, dying dead as I ride away. I'm riding right here in this place where I stay. I guess I already called on my grave. Permission to ride away. Permission to ride away. Please, oh please let me ride away. Please, oh please let me ride away. Right away. All of the demons I face seem to want me to just call it a day. I'll put my gun to my head, let it spray. I slice my jugular.
There's a lot of CGI in this.
Monster of all that's decayed. Say my name wrong and I'll rip off your face. 40-ounce bitch on the tip of the blade. I live in the dark where nobody remains. I am a zombie that feeds off your brains. My flow is so toxic I spit as a rain. Venom and flames, denim is plain. Your rhythm is lame, no time to explain. Still I'm a killer.
Okay.
Get your frame, burn you down to remains that I wear on a chain. Gotta go, girl, to be gleaming away, but I'm covered in blood almost every day. The thought is alarming, the people I'm harming, they love me, I'm charming. Now once I start carving, I cut out your heart and I wear it out gardening. Take your face off and I wear it out parting. I am your savior, I am the one. Say my name in vain and I'll cut out your tongue. Go to sleep now, my child, your fate has been spun. You turn the crank in the riddle box sprung. I'm chicken hunting and asking for fun.
Oh, God. He referenced the clowns twice in a row. I mean, yeah, like, we get it. Juggalo. And the girl's wearing a Violent J jersey. He's wearing a fucking Ringmaster thing. Man, what's with this, John? I like the flow, though. I will say that. The beat's tight and the flow's tight.
I'm always strapped on my blade is the one. My friend, my fillet, my shank and my gun. Shoot you dead in the face, stick my blade in your gut. That make you run amok till you drain from the cut. I'm the same as I was, just a little turned up. I'm the same as I was, just a little earned up. I'm the same as I was, just a little burned up.
Dude, like that right there kind of looks like Mad Max a bit. A little bit, yeah. Like, the flow is pretty fire. And at least I will give him this. He's not relying on ad-libs at all. We have not, I don't think we've heard a single fucking ad-lib. So he's like, fucking, you know, like that's very on some OG Esham type of shit. Because Esham, back in the day, he had nothing involving fucking ad-libbing and shit. So this dude is just relying solely focused on fucking just spitting into the mic, not having any ad-libs or anything like that. Like that long fucking bar right there that he just did. Like, I'll give him that. Like, that was fucking fresh.
I'm down to die today, dying dead as I ride away. I'm riding right here in this place where I stay. I guess I already called on my grave. Permission to ride away. Permission to ride away.
Skirt!
So please let me ride away. Please, oh please
I'm
let me
adding
ride
them.
Away. I'm down to die today, dying dead as I ride away.
Run away!
I'm right here in this place where I stay. I guess I already called on my grave. Permission
Great.
to ride away. Permission to ride away. Please, oh please let me ride away. Please, oh please let me ride away. Ride away.
Yeah, he's definitely a more of a thesaurus rapper. Which I can fuck with that. Like that sounded tight. So give him a good fucking 20-minute set. I'm sure he'll be good on that one. So but I gotta give him that. Like, he's not relying on, like, ad-libs are fine as long as it's like fucking relevant to whatever it is that you're rapping about. But like, he's not even focused on ad-libs whatsoever. So I gotta give him that. But once again, it's kind of like up there in the meh, like not meh, but yeah, okay. You know, it's the okay and not meh. That's where I'm at right now. I'm just fucking, like, that's my fucking Meltzer is just, it's either holy fuck, okay, and meh. That's my fucking scale. Alright, so let's go with the next one, Gloom, with the song Bone Carver. And for some reason there's spaces in between each letter in the word Bone Carver. 4.7. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Bodies Below Sea Level. That's that one where like half the song was the fucking opening. I would probably give that a 5.2 on the Kinsey scale. Here we go. Gloom Bone Carver. Impress me, brother. Hey. Okay. Jordans. Bank. They need the Juggalo rappers from Off Ramp. I don't know that reference because I actually did not watch that shit. Family Dollar. O'Reilly's. Hey. 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 All right. Okay, that I like. Does this dude just not exude fucking absolute riz? His dead stare, dude. It's confusing me. Yeah, not to be confused with Frankie Goldie from Gloom Unit. But then again, I honestly, in Gloom Unit, all I know is acetone. However, fucking, I'm looking. I like the dude's flow. The dude is just like on point with the flow. Just on top of that, it's just like, hey. Hey. Didn't like that opening. Parasites under the skin, you're decaying. No afterlife into this pit that is flaming. Lungs filled with blood, heavy daggers come raining. They're cutting out tongues, better watch what you saying. No haven, no solace, there's nowhere to hide. A paralysis demon, you hold deep inside it. No point in you sleeping, so curl up and down. Come lie down in this coffin where you shall reside. Steady dancing on these blood-stained walls. As a terror picture walls can hear cries in the halls. Creeping through the catacombs, every being's enthralled. In the distance is a memory we never recall. Come down to the depths if you need you a fix where we all remain vocals with knobs and all. I'm definitely digging the fucking lyrical content in this song. Hey. Hey. I'm definitely digging the lyrical content in this fucking song, but I'm annoyed at the fact that the music video has little to nothing to do with the lyrical content itself. Yeah, and then that abrupt ending right there too. As an OG jug such as yourself, you might be able to appreciate the satire and off-ramp. I thought we all had to sit through that trash fire. I wasn't forced by the fire to fucking do it, but I'd be willing to give it a shot. I've been curious about that, you know. I mean, like, it wouldn't be the first piece of Juggalo trash that I've seen. Let's see, the flow is on point, opening whack beat. I'm not loving it. The beat's alright, but I really like the flow and the lyricism. Like, those are the two things that keep this guy up there, but it's somewhere between okay and meh. I don't think I would fucking want to see that. Alright, so we got to go through the fucking names here. So, yes. Hatchet Mountain Rising. This is apparently a Gathering of the Juggalos exclusive, and this is that group that was, like, they're at the float. I feel bad for Manny if they had to play that shit in the movie tent. I don't know, man. Like, they might. I don't know. Like, hopefully they play something afterwards to cleanse the palate if they do. All right. So the song that is from Hatchet Mountain Rising is the song Skitchin', or no, Snitchin'. My bad. I can't read. I'm a Juggalo. Of course I can't read. All right, here we go. What up, Onstead? Whoop whoop ninja. All right, let's check this. Let's check this John out. Let's see if it's good or not. So this group apparently was at the fucking float, and now they're going to be it's an exclusive for the gathering of the Juggalos. I don't know how that works, but I guess it does. Here we go. Hatchet Mountain Records. Gonna come up to the barbecue. Got them frozen burgers. It's a song about smoking weed.
My neighbor's snitching, always at my door bitching. Don't like my friends and don't like the way that I make my ends.
Do you live in a homeowners association?
Every time you see me ball on the lawn with shrimp and steak, you a jelly ass donut, hawk and hate. 2 a.m. I heard the knocks. Got 2 dumbass cops and the neighbor bitch in my front lawn. Open up the door like what's going on, and it's a noise complaint. She can hear the party. Got no invite. She got salty about a crib full of hooligans. Oh, that's right. And what I'ma do with them?
Okay, so this is kind of a goofy song.
She can smell the smoke from the swish of blunt. She got
Ah, I told you.
Kids wanna be like
Marijuana.
bad news, straight out the cuts with the gangster threads, face painting dreads, honeys and henny pouring out my bed. So she's on the phone with the pigs again, trying to bring my bang to an early end.
Oh, it's a concept song.
Always at my door bitching. Don't like my friends and don't like the way that I make my ends. Don't go call the law.
What the hell?
Every time you see me ball,
A Jack Sparrow Juggalo. And I think I saw a fat version of Shank in the background. Like, behind this dude, there's like a cut, and it looks like, I'm going to rewind it a little bit, and it looks like a fat version of Shank. Yeah, that guy in the back, like, standing behind him. Yeah, it kind of looks like Shank. Oh shit, dude, he's got fucking cheeseburgers.
Cherries and berries run down my street at least 3 times a week. Ain't no doubt they came for me, but they can't convict, so they got to leave while I sling straight out the back. What you looking for? Cause I might have that. This bitch can stay.
Dude, he lives in a trap house.
Get pissed when we grill and bump this track every other fucking day. Flex on the fuzz that investigate.
Like, it's very simplistic, but the story is funny.
We self-medicate. Pull me over on a random tip. Toss my car, but you can't find shit. You gotta let me bounce without evidence that I'll see you next time. She hates the drip. My neighbor's snitching. Always at my door bitching. Don't like my friends and don't like the way that I make my.
I mean, it's kind of funny.
Don't go call the law. Every time you see me ball on the lawn with shrimp and steak, you a jelly ass donut, hawk and hate.
Like, it's kind of a goofy song and seems very fucking lighthearted, I will say that. Okay, yeah, and they go to the con, so hell yeah. He got that Thor hammer necklace. I wonder if he's all into that Odin shit and drinking mead. I mean, if not that, then he might be a fan. He might just be a fan of people who like to wield hammers. You know, maybe that's all it is. And they put the fucking Hatchet Mountain Rising sticker on an ice cream truck. No drip, coming soon. So it just seems kind of like it's an antithesis kind of thing, if that makes sense. It's kind of lighthearted, it's goofy, it's simplistic, and it's a concept song. So I like that it's that it's got a story behind it. So I enjoy that, but it's kind of just like Donut reference is stale, but the rest was cool and fun. Well, I mean, obviously, like, they're going to have a bunch of different references to, like, the pigs and shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I know. I know, Anthony. All right, next one we got K7 Army, and the song is called I Smell Fear. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and check this one out. Will this be the last one? I don't know. We got like 12 minutes left, so maybe 2 more. This one and another one. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to end it with the next one. Oh shit, we got a whole ass fucking story. Oh shit, it's a DX invasion.
These suckers said they feelings must be gone off train. Take shots while we cruising like our ship gon' sing. Can't fuck the army over, take that to the bank. Ain't no limit to these soldiers, ho, check out the tank.
Get talking that cheer with your bitch ass. Put that fast up in the gear.
Oh shit!
Yo, gets that's about the collar like his father make his girl holler while I put me clear in that bitch ass.
Is he banging a fucking iron drum with a baseball bat?
I hate bitches that stare shit for some flavor. Fucking attention seekers, shout reek of a murder caper. Everybody would know you were
Custom percussion.
inside to the outside world and all the vultures then dine with the baggers and squirrels. I know you hope to get by like we let shit slide and we're gonna do. Respect to the dojo, that's the no-no, we go local.
Okay, yeah, a new metal band. Yeah, I would say that this falls under the category of new metal. I mean, it's a fucking metal band. It's got hip hop and a DJ, so it's definitely fucking in that Fred Dursty kind of fucking thing. This is some high energy shit. I really fucking dig this so far. Like, the sound of it is just a very, very fucking appealing. And it sounds hard as fuck. Oh shit! Yes! Kill the white man! Kill Whitey! Oh my god, the acting of this guy as he's getting fake shot. You know what that reminds me of? They're eating her. Oh my god! That's what it reminds me of. Did you happen to peep the new Zargor track, Dogmatic? I don't know if you even know, homie. The No Fear reminded me. It's just like, look at this dude. This is terrible. But yes. Yes, yeah, I agree with this one. Kill Whitey.
But if you don't respond, it turns into that time of the month. Give him a tampon. Then what I do, thought we was cool. Yo, K7, bro, I guess it's true. Men bleed too. Got a man with a stance like stand for him and he'll fight. Hoping that I notice him. Damn, now I'm exposing him. So
there better be a fucking killer guitar solo. Oh, damn.
It's gon' fuck with me, motherfucker, out there. All you motherfuckers, I used to like y'all, but fuck y'all. Cause y'all ain't shit for real. I ain't waste. D-boy ain't shit. D-boy ain't shit. Cutter ain't shit. Smash your bitch ass ain't shit. And K7 ain't motherfucking shit. When I see you, I'ma kill you motherfuckers. I'ma kill you fuck. Keep that same energy when you
what the hell was that?
Bitches always talking about murking shit till they see a real. All on Facebook Live sounding G as fuck. Posting pictures like they really with this shit like they Tupac and hit them up. But this left, right, hit them up. Like night, hit them up. This grown-ass man that cries like a baby now drinks out sippy cups. Showed up to a book
what the fuck?
And had them scared saying, what's good, Bamo? I ain't know you was gonna be here.
What the hell? I wonder how in the fuck they got a like I would assume that this is like the fucking, you know, reserves base that they're fucking shooting this at. How do they get away with this without fucking getting arrested or in trouble and all that other shit? Because I know that motherfucker don't own his own goddamn tank. That's for certain. But this is pretty fucking fresh nevertheless. I'm digging the sound though. I can't wait. I'm actually curious to see how this band will sound live.
But when they see me
Bring the tank to the gathering. Yeah, and have the guys from the Most Dangerous Stunt show fucking do something with it. But then the Juggalos would probably try to demolish the tank. If we can demolish a car, we can obviously demolish a tank. Yeah, I am actually curious about how this is going to sound live. Oh my god, homeboy over here is wearing an Adidas tracksuit. Yeah, we definitely need to tank dick shoot. Right? And he won't be able to hear it coming because they're going to put a silencer over the barrel that's actually bigger than the fucking tank. Because somehow that's how it's supposed to fucking happen. Alright, so we've got one last one that we're going to be able to fit in tonight, and we're going to watch some more next week. But we're going to close out the night with Mad Max, The Merry-Go-Round Broke Down. Love that reference. I've seen this video before. It's fan-fucking-tastic. Personally, I think this is a really good fucking track and a good choice for Mad Max. Here we go. Like, this literally made me a fucking fan of Mad Max, musically speaking.
Let it be known I gave my life to this music. You couldn't fucking comprehend how much I've sacrificed to it. Sitting in silence like a druid, sacrament producing polyol fluid. With both darkness and light I am congruent. Every line that I compose within my mind I imbue it with the fires alive inside me. It's a primal communion, which would explain the kind of viewers I got tuned in. The kind of shit that you find terrifying, we probably find amusing. What kind of drugs you've been abusing to have you so disillusioned is to think if you challenge a max you are a loser. I'm a freight train barreling down the tracks. Translation, if you're in my way I won't stop just cause you won't remove it. There ain't a juggalo alive not on the hat. You're rapping like me. Somebody challenge that. It won't be hard to prove it.
See, like, listening to his lyrics and the way that he's fucking putting them out there, you can tell that this is a man who has dedicated his life to this music, to this industry and shit, and he hasn't gotten anywhere with anybody that has tried. Like, it just comes to me like it's like people have tried to help him and it's only hindered him, so he's like, fuck this shit, I'm gonna do this on my own. And that's when he started to fucking climb. But you could just tell that there's a lot of pent-up fucking anger that he has with our community. Makes fucking sense. Because I know that there's a lot of OG Juggalos out there who share that sentiment.
Fuck a cloud chase, I don't care who you're cool with. I lay vocals in the lowest pie before most of you children even started whooping.
Fucking love that line.
I respect why I ain't get that chain, but all this hound dogging and shit, I'm like when the Juggalos get that lane. It goes round and round and around and round and round and round and around and round and round and round.
And I love this fucking thing that they did with the camera angle.
Shit I've had to go through as a Juggalo rapper, bro, you wouldn't fucking believe me if I told you. So I take all my indignation for these situations and I feed them to Studio One or Pro Tools. The fuck else am I gonna do? Nobody cares, yeah, they'll comment on the flyer, then the show happens with nobody there. I see legends on the stage, floor mostly is bare. Nobody head bopping a mosh and they just openly stare. All these newcomers around that are just stoked to be there. Look, I ain't saying you should quit, I just hope you're prepared. They'll have you on stage to perform soon as they open the door. You pay to play, go straight to the artist you're opening for.
See, I really like this verse because it's like, dude, I've been through this shit where it's just fail after fail after fail after fail, even though he's not stopping. And I fuck with that. Like, I can respect that. But he's also, like, giving out a warning to a lot of the other Juggalo rappers that are out there to expect this fucking shit.
Cat that's just so elated to share the stage with, they won't watch you play or even learn your name because they think that you ain't shit. You think they give a fuck which album is your favorite if they have it their way once they get paid to leave with the chick that you came with.
And the funny thing too is like he's mentioning this shit where like all of the stuff that he just fucking said is like a lot of the big name artists that you open up the shows with are not gonna fucking are not gonna try to remember your name because you're just breaking out and shit. Think about the fact that this motherfucker is talking about that. Now he's second stage at the Gathering of the Juggalos. Now I don't know if he's actually performed at the Gathering at this level in the past or not, because if he has, I haven't been there, plus goldfish memory, I forget a lot of things. But it's like, you think about it, you take a listen to what he's got to fucking say, I think this fucking proves a point that now, homie's fucking on second stage. Here we are, reacting to his shit. I fuck with it. Like, I definitely have to say this song gave me a big appreciation for this man. And not just because I listened to the lyrics and also can respect the grind that he's gone through. And I know this sounds like a lot of ball gargling, but believe me, I think the man deserves it. Because I've mentioned this in the past. I've mentioned this in previous episodes where, like, because of my alliances with certain people in this community and certain alliances that he has had within this community, there was, like, because of that, I was like, fuck that. Like, fuck that guy and everybody who associates with him. And now that that motherfucker is kind of out of the picture, it's like, okay, I'm going to start to turn things around. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, during that whole Chuck Reeves CPN beef, at the beginning, like, I think it might have been just because of, locality. Because Chuck is from Massachusetts. This dude's also from Massachusetts, so there's, like, some sort of camaraderie with that. But, like, CPN and I are in the same camp because we're both YouTubers. So it's kind of like he's going to have Chuck's back because they're from Massachusetts, but then possibly, I haven't heard him fucking say anything about Chuck since then. But, like, because of that, like, Chuck is like, fuck CPN and fuck everybody who's involved with him. That makes it so I say, okay, fine, then fuck you. And people who are involved in that as well are going to fucking, butt heads, not cap dap, but butt heads with each other, But now that the beard is out of the fucking picture and this dude's like not associated with him anymore, I'm looking at it like, all right, fucking, like, that gives me the capability to do that. And if he's still upset about that type of shit, I don't care. Like, I can definitely respect the man for what he's saying in this fucking track, I just got to throw that history out there for the sake of the history.
This ain't a game for the weak. A lot of wolves in war hats make
I agree to that.
Dreaming of fame is only useful if you're staying asleep. Been doing this for 20 fucking years. Take it from me. It goes round and round and around and round and round.
See, I love this. It's so fucking raw and it's so fucking real.
I'll say it till my face is purple. The merry-go-round broke down and now we're all pacing in circles. Don't think I know how it goes down, bro. People with kids whose life revolve around the gathering and clown shows, but never can be found in underground shows. Well, you don't get clout tokens for being seen hanging around those, so why would you bother, you fucking vultures? Knives out, beats bloody, pecking the carcass of the cultures. This shit's so real to me, you can't imagine so much that's happened, only cause I'm a juggalo rapping. Where you think my children came from? How you think I wound up in Massachusetts? Juggalo rappers, all my ass has been doing since after the gathering back in 2004. Done 100 underground shows and I would do 1,000 more. You think I'm fucking playing, bro? I'm just a juggalo, that's all this boils down to. Bury me in my face paint and my clown shoes. I will not be denied in the face of carnival magic. I have honestly cried. All I'm saying is if my ex-wife tells you she ain't divorced because I'm a juggalo rapper, then I promise she lied.
I don't mean to laugh at that, but that's just like, oh my god. Like, that is a fire ass line. Like, that whole fucking verse is fire. Like, and it's so fucking like, that's what I was saying. Like, this is so fucking raw and so real. Like, you can feel the anger and frustration and pain and everything that he's fucking saying. And it's true shit. Like, I give that man a fucking applause for that on the real. Like, that is some real fucking shit. I can respect that. I can't fucking stress that enough. See, Phantom305 says, I can see this ninja on Psychopathic or Chapter 17. I definitely could see this dude on Chapter 17. Like, that would be... I don't know how... Like, I don't know if he would be down for it because contracts and shit like that, but for sure. And, like, if anything, I think that dude would deserve that shit because it's like he's... As he said, he's been in this game for 20 years doing this shit. Trying to fucking make a name for himself in this business. In this fucking Juggalo world. Like, he could definitely fucking fit in on that shit. Jay scouted him at one point. Is that legit, or are you saying, or are you just speculating? Like, yeah.
That's funny.
Like, definitely I can respect this man for this fucking song. Like, I fucking love this song. On the real. Yeah. I keep mixing this guy up with Madness, the Bedlam dude, with Prozac. Dude, there's no like, I don't feel like there's a comparison. Like, Madness has a completely different sound. Like, I love that fucking music video, and I'm so glad that that was the one that was chosen for this shit. It's the shit. Like, and honestly, I'd say that's a good fucking way to end the show. Just to top it off with Mad Max. Like, Mad Max is definitely one of those ones that I want to see perform. So, basically, once this timeline comes out, I'm going to have to fucking make a lot of fish or cut bait kind of decisions with what it is that I want to fucking do. When the timeline comes out, what my plan is and all of that. Yeah, different sound, but names similar. Juggalo community, in a way, kinda. You know, but it's Madness and Mad Max. Like, like Mad Max, I'm thinking Mad Max just because of the fucking movie Mad Max. But you see Madness and you're just like, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Nevertheless, I want to thank you guys for coming out here and watching this shit with me. I want to thank everybody who came out last week, because I do have to say this, like, because of whatever happened last week, I guess, with Gmo and Twisted and Alazul Ulu and all that other stuff, because of that, last week's show ended up becoming the most watched video that I've had so far this year. And I'm hoping for future that we're going to continue to grow. So you guys coming in here, being loyal to the show and doing all of that, I really have to say that I'm grateful for you guys. I really appreciate you guys coming in each and every week. But with that being said, I am off of this and I'm going to be back next week. We're going to continue watching more of the Daytime Iconic Stage Johns, and hopefully eventually we'll be wrapped up with introductions and all that other shit. But all right, I'm going to get up out of here. You guys have a good one. I'll see you next week. Deuces, fuckers.